Hey, everybody. Woohoo! Oh, I was a little bit excited about that one. I tell you why. Because I got to be honest, folks. I've had an amazing week in so many respects. But I've also been quite ill as well. The last couple of days, I felt, absolutely terrible. I really have, like beside myself. Not with a cold or anything like that. Just, you just feel grisly. But otherwise, I've had a great week. It's been like, it's either been brilliant, absolutely amazing, or it's just been a bit, a bit marginal. Anyway, I'm feeling great now. I'm nice and warm. I know that much. I had the heating on down here earlier on. I'm absolutely roasted. I really am. Might even have to ditch this a little bit later. But anyway, how are we all doing? What a week it's been, eh? We got the news of the new medieval town square that's now coming out. I think it's at the beginning of March, isn't it? It's coming out. I haven't even looked. I've hardly looked into it because I thought quite often I quite like when I'm doing London Calling. I just like to kind of look into things for the first time. It's a little bit more reactive, I think. And also as well, just before London Calling, I don't like watching anything anywhere simply because I like to make up my own opinion about things, in all honesty, and then just watch them back later on what other people were doing this week. And kind of to see if did they spot what I spotted and did I spot what they spotted as well, which kind of makes life a little bit more interesting. Otherwise, we will just copy each other, which would be stupid, wouldn't it? Let's face it. Otherwise, I still got some other sets that I want to look at. One of them in particular is Lloyd's Elemental Mech. I want to take a look at that. I saw that pop on the Lego.com earlier on this week, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll take a look at that one, as well as the carousel ride as well. And there's that micro rocket set that's coming out as a gift with purchase. Now, if I'm right, I think that's going to be coming out next week or so. Of course, next week's Valentine's Day. Tomorrow is actually the new lunar year. It's the year of the dragon, which is very, very cool because we've got someone coming in from Australia. And of course, Australia 11 hours ahead of the UK here. Probably good in some time. I think like 24 hours ahead of the west coast of America. But anyway, I got Donnie Chen coming in. Of course, renowned for his, I call it a Lego mock. It's like a sculpture, really, the Golden Dragon. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to be here in about an hour. The same for the amazing Fleur as well, that was on season 3 of Lego Masters Australia. Really excited about having her on. But Sterlane is actually here already. So that's pretty damn good as well, which is amazing because I think where she is, she's in Melbourne. It will be something like 6:30 in the morning there. They do have to get up early, those Australians, but we do love them having them on. It's a fact of life, folks. It really, really is. Also, as well, if you guys want to support the channel and just kind of support what I kind of get up to, you got two choices. Either give us a super chat. Your name will end up over there on London Wall. I'm having a bit of a refit around here at the moment as well. It's looking very clean, isn't it? Looking all right, actually. It's looking quite bare over there at the moment. The shenanigans that I've been up to for these last few weeks has been unbelievable. Or, of course, you could join the membership and become a sort of slightly deeper ingrained part of the LBB family. Either way, folks, it's Friday. I'm super happy that you guys are going to be here as well. And you know what happens when people do give us a super chat as well? Strange, mystical things like this happen. We've got Monarch. Now, he's not only a member, but he's also given us a super chat as well, which is super nice of him. And for that, this happens. Ooh.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
Hey, thank you so much for that, Monarch. I super appreciate that, as always, my friend. I really, really do. Right, okay, let's go through the scrum and see who's out there tonight, shall we? We've got two GoFols out there as well, Dan and Si. Good to see you guys. Hope you've had a top week. I'm pretty sure you guys have been on holiday. And of course, it was Simon's birthday as well. I think it was like the top of the week or something like that. Like Monday or Tuesday just seems like years ago for me at the moment. Madlib's out there as well. Good to see you, Martin. Martin sent me through some pictures as well, which is kind of cool. Minifig Nick. We got also as well, guys and girls, just to let you know, I've got pictures coming in from Atlanta as well. Atlanta BrickCon, which is really exciting. So we're going to see some new takes on some of the sets and that are going to be out there. Pink Wheels has been sending them over to me, which is jolly exciting. Titanium J's out there. Titanium, great to see you out there, my friend. Lloyd's Mech, are you going to get it? I do want to get it. I want to start swapping them all about. And of course, he sent me some pictures of mechs as well this week, which I super appreciate. Like I said, Minifig Nick's out there. Polar Bricks is out there as well. Good to see Polar Bricks in a couple of weeks over at BT, otherwise known as Bricktastic. Super excited about that. Brookside Bricks is out there as well. Connie saying hello all. Good to see you, Connie. Hope you've had a top week. And hope you have a good weekend as well. We've also got the Brick Larrikin out there. Now, I've been there. Brick Larrikin is from Australia as well, folks. I got something in the post earlier on this week from a certain person, no names, and I haven't opened it yet. I've been that busy this week, folks. I haven't actually opened it yet. Pretty excited because I'm going to be opening it tomorrow. So watch out on over on Instagram. I'm sure I'm going to be popping some pictures in there. Got no idea what's in it. All I do know is it's quite heavy because I carried it all the way home from London Bridge Station. It was to put it this way, it's too big for a bag. But it was okay to hold as well. So I super appreciate that. And I'm a bit excited about that as well. I'm going to wake up early tomorrow and crack that open. Andrew's out there as well saying, hello, guys. Monarch's saying he's been 25 months. I didn't even know I've been doing membership for that long. It's unreal. Thank you so much, Mark. Chris is out there as well. Chris Couch Potato Champion 4. Good to see you, dude. And good luck this weekend as well. Polar Bricks is there. Like I've already said, I'm sure I've mentioned Polar Bricks. I'm just so excited about seeing him at Bricktastic. Can't wait. He sent me some pictures as well of his mock this week. We've got Joel out there too. Good to see you, Joel. Brickstage Pass as well. Now, he's got a very, very cool mock coming our way for Bricktastic. He's been feeding me little bits of information about it this week, which is jolly good. Brickspace 9's out there too. Good to see you, mate. Good day to you too. Another good day out there as well to Mapping the Miles. Welcome to Saturday for you. Saturday, very, very early morning. Have you not bothered to go to bed yet? It's too early, isn't it? Who knows? We've got Sky Guy 365 out there too. It's going to be coming on London Calling in the next few weeks, which is jolly exciting. Who else we got out there as well? Got Minifig Hook giving out some love. We've also got the Team B. I seem to be getting quite a lot of Aussies in around these days, which is quite cool. My sort of membership's going up a little bit down in the Southern Hemisphere, which is jolly exciting. Minifig Who, how's it going? He asks. And hi there, Lego Team B. Right, let's start getting some peeps on, shall we? Okay, I've just got there. I'll be lurking, building my Bricktastic mock. As I've got to get a change again. Oh, dear, he's got to change it again. But don't worry if it's a mock. You haven't got to worry too much. Nobody knows what it's meant to look like. I mean, I'm saying that. I've never built one. I'm just saying. Anyway, something else I'm just saying as well. Tomorrow, folks, tomorrow is something a little bit out of the ordinary for me. Tomorrow from 5 p.m. UK time, that is, of course, midday EDT time over in America and Canada. I'm going to be building this. I'm going to be building a friends set. And I'm going to be building it with a low bunch of friends as well, which I'm jolly excited about. Can't wait. 2K Foles being amongst the team that will be coming on as well tomorrow, as well as Mark and the Brick Pods. Now, let's start getting some peeps on, shall we? Where should we go first? I'll tell you where I'm going to go first. I'm going to go to a place in America, a place that I've been once, actually. I went for a weekend there once. I mean, when I say weekend, I flew in on the Friday night and I was flying out on the Saturday evening. I was there for a wedding. And it's a place that I'm going to be going back again later on this year, simply because that's where my brother lives. And straight after Chicago, I'm going to be chucking a right and stopping off at Boston for the week just before I fly back to the UK, which I'm jolly excited about as well. So let's bring her on, shall we? Had been on for a little while, but she's lovely to have her here with us all tonight on this wonderful, warm Friday, and a bit windy as well. Anyway, it is, of course, our good friend from Boston, Amber Lyer. Hello, you.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Your hair's really growing since the last time I saw you.
It is. It's definitely getting really long.
It looks great. It really suits you. It really does. You're looking amazing. And I'm liking all the Lego sets that you've got behind you now. It's like you've got a significant amount of Lego sets there.
I do, and this is I mean, you can't even see like what's over there and what's over there and what's down there. They're all over
crazy,
the place
now. Yeah. Oh, the Brick Boys, they got their Lego sets all over the floor. They have all over the floor. I'll have to ask them this week actually what they were scored. Ian now scores carry every week. I think it's out of 10 actually. Maybe it's 5 because he never scores it particularly high. In all honesty, I think I'm going to go for 10. I think it's 10, and he scores every week. How tidy the floor is. It is slowly creeping upwards. But anyway, we'll find out a little bit later what they've been doing for that. I am liking as well. Can I just say it is a very nice little flex because it's quite a recent set, but it's a set that a lot of people wish they'd got, which is Vader's Castle behind you.
Oh
it's a good set.
Wait,
Very good set.
over there.
That's
It is.
That's it over your
Yes.
left shoulder. That's the one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a brilliant set. And I got my one up there actually. And my one's just sitting up there. I got a little lighting kit in it as well. And it's not quite an easy one. Yeah, it's a nice one to do it on. It really is. But anyway, as always, I'm loving all the lighting that you've got out there as well. It's very, very funky. I'm liking that, like a little disco party, which is always fun. Anyway,
yeah. I can't help it. I like to have fun.
what made you go for it? Are they Philips Hue lights, or are they just kind of something you've seen on Amazon? You thought, oh, I like those.
They're different ones. Philips Hue. I actually don't have any Philips Hue, but I have LifeX, and I've got Nanoleaf, and I've got Govee. Govee is actually
Govee, very good. Yeah, they're on the up. Govee, very much.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I bought a lot of the Govee ones. The Yee lights, which are really cool, those are the cubes here. And what's really awesome about the cubes is they're actually these individual pieces that you can like put together. So you can have 3 or 4 across, and you can design them in the app.
Hexagonals.
It's so fun. You can, this one is actually like the date and time. It's cut off a little here, but yeah,
I've seen them.
It's just
I need to get them. We get the pixelated pictures and stuff like that. I'm looking out for that. But
yeah.
Very nice, very nice. I bought myself a new light box this week. Funny enough, a London Underground one, which I did a quick video opening it up. I'll get it out tomorrow on Instagram. It's always a nice one to do for a quick reel or story or something. But anyway, talking to stories, then we need to get a few more peeps on. Tell us about their weeks off. Where would you like to go to next? We've got a place called Galileo. We've got a place called Southampton. We could go down under to Australia, where it's technically Saturday over there. I mean, not technically, it is Saturday over there. It's official. Or we can go up north to Canada. I mean, we're literally totally global today, folks. So where would you like to go?
I'd like to go to the future. Let's go to Australia.
Good choice. Well, anyway, let's go to the future, shall we, folks? The future's bright. It really is, folks. I think she's either got really good lighting in her room, or it is actually daylight where she is. I'm pretty sure it must be getting daylight. But anyway, you know what they used to say, folks? The future's bright. The future is, of course, the lovely Helena, otherwise known to all you lovely lot out there as Snalina. Hello, you.
Good morning.
How's it going? This is bright and breezy. Is that pure daylight out there, or you just got very high voltage street lamps?
No, that's daylight.
It's daylight.
It's daylight. Yeah.
That's daylight. It's what Saturday looks like. Have you recovered from Brickvention?
Yes. Already planning the next one.
Really?
Yeah. So already planning what I'll do for Brickvention 25, but also before that, I'm planning Brickbelt Sydney. in May. Yes.
Oh, that's happening in May. Okay.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, you mentioned I was in Melbourne. I'm actually not in Melbourne today. I'm at home today in Sydney. Okay. So it's the first time. I just realized earlier, it's the first time I've been on for a while that I've actually been at home.
Yeah.
And not been out somewhere.
The last 2 times you've been on, you've been at brick conventions of sorts. So
yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So last time I was at Brickvention in Melbourne, and then before that I was at Brickstravaganza in Maffra.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. Joel's Bricks, he says, I went to Bricktastic last year and it was great. I really want to go to Bricktastic this year, but my dad's got a pool competition on the same weekend, so I can't go. Oh, no. Well, anyway, you appreciate it and strike up a little deal with your dad and just say, I'm going to go to Brickvention next year. You do that, honestly. Bricktastic next year, 2025.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it.
And everyone should come to Brickvention next year too.
I do want to come to Australia. I could quite easily. This is a bit weird, right? So my wife, she worked out there for 3 years. She loves Australians. She really does. In fact, the firm she works for is very Australian centric, so it's great. But my ex-wife actually does live out there in Sydney, which is very strange. Anyway, what can I say? Mark 1 and Mark 2 wives have got a soft spot for Australia. What can I say? But anyway, where would you like to go next, Snalina? We've got Gallifrey or Galileo, or we've got Southampton, or we've got that place. It's the equivalent of what Scotland is to England. Is what this place is to America. Is of course Canada. So where would you like to go?
Look, I have a soft spot for Canada. I lived there for 6 months when I was younger. So let's go to Canada. I
didn't know that. Did you ever see snow when you was out there?
Oh yes, lots of snow.
And well, it's definitely it's left its mark on you, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy leaves a mark on us every week that he's on. He really does in more ways than one, shall we say? Let's bring him on, shall we? He's back in his casual room this week. It is, so he's going to be chilling out with the rather wonderful Andrew, otherwise known to you, lovely lot out there, as Brickin' Brood. Hello, mate.
Hello there.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? Good to be here.
I'm all right, mate. I'm pretty good, actually. Yeah, you're looking good. I was, we were kind of expecting to be in your new room today, but it's not happened quite yet. So when's the grand opening for it?
You know what? Definitely next Friday. I will be in the room for sure. I imagine this weekend. I'm almost there. The only thing I have to do really is besides set up the entire city and train track and all that, and because it's all custom, it's not going to be that easy to put it all back together.
Yeah.
But I'm actually thinking about switching the track up a bit, keeping the same relative like format, but or layout, whatever. But just maybe change how I have it sitting inside the city. But yeah, it's almost done. I just put in. So I don't think I saw when I a few reels ago, I put a door decal on my in my Lego room there on the inside, and it didn't go well because I had a bunch of grooves in the door and I couldn't get it smooth. And anyways, I was joking, like it's good from afar, far from good. Like because when I stand back in the room, it looks great. It looks really good, but when you get up close, it's no go.
It looks horrid, yeah.
No, but I ordered a Brick and Brood, like just like a custom like sticker from Amazon, something cheap. It was like $25 or something, and I put it up, and no issues with it. It looks great.
There we go. So it's a modern day version of a rug. You know, when we was kids, we were back in the 90s. I wasn't a kid in the 90s, believe me. But anyway, if I was, you know, and your parents might have I don't know, something might go wrong or something, and the iron falls on the floor or something like that. And you get a big burn mark in the hole. Or maybe back in the day when people used to smoke, even they'd accidentally drop some ash on the floor and leave a hole. It's what life was like in the 70s and 80s, folks. It really was. So what they used to do back then, they used to just get rugs and just throw a rug over them, over the marks and stuff like that. I had one carpet get ruined once because I had a dog that would not stop scratching it away, thinking it was dirt or something like that. Yeah, so it ruined that. What can I say? I did. It was cheap. It'd be cheap to get a new dog, to be honest. But what was you going to say, Amber?
Well, one thing I have to point this out because Brick and Brood, it totally looks like you're a gamer. Like a total, like I imagine like the way like you're sitting, like you've got the controller in your hand and you're like gaming.
I don't know where it is right now.
Look at him. Look, he's always game. That's for sure.
For sure. So I need to get some more lights set up. Get like the blue or pink lights in the background, so like hanging off the wall or something. Okay. No, it's just like Amberlia has there. Looks like something a little bit more bright to do that. But I actually have been gaming a lot more lately, and that's been taken into my Lego time. So that's probably one of the reasons why the Lego room's not done.
It's a slippery slope, mate. It's a slippery slope.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I like your wall-mounted speakers.
Thanks.
Gaming is a thing as well. I mean, it's just one of those things that I don't know. It's if I go down it, I'll never come out. I used to lose like literally half a day. I'd be playing. I don't forget to eat and everything.
Sure.
You know. It just
the Hogwarts Legacy game was amazing. I beat that like when it first kind of came out after a few weeks or so, or I think within the first month I had it beat, and I haven't picked it up since. I'm sure it's got new stuff to it, and I haven't been on it at all.
Wow. And then of course there's Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars one. We're getting those minifigures now, Malik. I'm looking forward to that. I really am. Anyway, talking of Star Wars things, our next people that are coming on, they're not Star Wars fans at all. Actually, one of them is a certain Doctor Who fan as well. He is. Where would you like to go next? Then we've got Galileo, or we've got Southampton. Where would you like to go?
Let's get Southampton. Let's just get them in there.
Southampton. What can I say? Southampton. You said it so nicely. You said it's maybe Southampton because that's how they talk down there. It really is. Anyway, let's bring them on, shall we? They did the podcast this week. I've watched 2/3 of it, and I literally found myself screaming at the screen saying, "Please click into those Lego ideas submissions." They don't do it because they just don't. It's a clarification. It's what can I say? It's just something that Carrie doesn't want to do, probably because if they did, the podcast would be probably about 4 or 5 hours long. But anyway, let's bring on, shall we? Is of course the Brickbots. Hello, Carrie.
Yeah, it's a time thing. Hi, by the way. But it's also, if you can't make your submission look good in that one picture, then you're doing it wrong. You've got to make it look good from that one picture.
Yeah.
So that's why we judge it based on that.
Yeah. Did you feed back to him as well? That one there was a double whammy one on there, and there was one on there that had 2 photos, but there were 2
Yeah,
separate.
I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it?
So interestingly, Brent Waller, who is an Aussie, has had quite a few sets go through the Ideas program, and he actually did a series of videos about how to present your idea on Lego Ideas. So there you go. We're on the same
Maybe we'll
page.
link that in our podcast so that people can take it on board, because it's really frustrating when they've got a really good idea, but they show you it from like really down low and no lighting. You're like, well, you've not
all the presentation. It's like thumbnails for YouTube videos. It really is.
Yeah.
It's all in the presentation. There's a lot about that. Okay, and who was that again, Snowlena? The bit about the Lego Ideas presentation.
Brent Waller. So he's had so he was the designer of the original Ghostbusters Ecto 1 and the Seinfeld set. And then he's also had several sets reach 10,000 in Lego Ideas. And he's got 2 sets currently in the Bricklink Designer Program as well.
Okay. So is he someone I need to get on London Calling? Would he be up for getting that
absolutely early? The issue with that is that he's in Queensland, so he's an hour behind.
West. It's even worse.
No, it's north where Billsy is. So he's just down the road from Billsy, but he is in Queensland, so it's even earlier for them now.
Wow.
So they're still an hour behind, but
I'm doing this friend stream tomorrow. Of course, I invited Ruth to come on as well, and I said to her, "Look, Ruth, I know it's going to be early for you, but I said let's play it by ear at the last minute and see if you're up for it and stuff like that." And she said, like, it's going to be like 4:30 in the morning. Well, actually, it'd be 4 o'clock in the morning. And I said, look, I wouldn't do it. Don't. Honestly, it's not worth it. Get a good night's sleeping. Anyway, let's bring on our final person. I nearly said contestant then, because he's like being on the Krypton factor, but without all the questions. They're all saying that, folks. We'll all have some questions a little bit later, especially for our other 2 guests coming on from Australia. So let's bring him on, shall we? He was streaming this week. He was streaming the mock heads, which of course I did tune in for a little while in between my main course and my dessert, because I was out having a Ruby Murray this week in London, folks, which was lovely. Anyway, let's bring him on, shall we? It's of course our good friend from Galileo, probably Gallifrey, really, the minifig. Ooh,
hello, evening everyone. Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. I had a panic then. I thought, hang on, my mic's muted, isn't it? But it's not. It's fine.
I was going to say my mic's mutated. Then I was going to say, what would it mutate into?
It's quite. I think that's a bit of a tongue twister. Mic mutated. Yeah, that's been
Mic mutated.
Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say.
See what I'm going to say. That is a good name for a comic book superhero. Mic mutated.
Yeah, it would be actually. Yeah.
Note to self: 25 minutes and 10 seconds in. Mic mutated. Anyway, we've got Escape out there as well. He's saying, I saw that double entry 2 into BDP Series 4. Only difference I saw was the second word having an initial capital in one and small on the other. Blimey. It's a draft reader. Very, very cool. I noticed that. Ian's chatting away there. Ian, how are you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm doing okay. So I'm just trying to sort out what I'm building today.
Oh, okay. We was only chatting about 10 minutes ago. You said I've got to put the kids down, read them a bedtime story. What did you read them? Like the first sentence of?
No, so Hayley is very much into the Mr. Men series at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So she gets 2 Mr. Men stories.
But they're not very long.
Yeah, they're not very long. She had Mr. Impossible and Mr. Strong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Leah and I finished a book yesterday, so I was sneaky and I said, well, why didn't you read with Daddy today? So I didn't have to be reading again.
So they both listened to the Mr. Men stories.
So it was 2 it was a 2-for-1 special.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Mr. Strong.
Mr. Strong is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's the square one, isn't he? The Mr.
Yeah,
Strong?
red one.
Okay. This is strange, but very true. I was having a conversation the other day in the office about the lack of women represented in the Mr. Men stories. Is that an issue, or is that not an issue really?
There's the Little Miss series, which has, I'm trying to think how many it is now.
About 20, 30.
Yeah, so
not as many.
There's not quite as many. And so in some cases, there's essentially, the female equivalent to male ones. So you've got you've got Mr. Chatterbox, and then you've got Little Miss Chatterbox.
Mhm.
You've got Mr. Bump and Little Miss Whoops. So
Little Miss
sometimes
Whoops. I like that one. Little Miss Whoops.
they're cousins. But then you've got some which are very different. So you've got Little Miss Inventor. So that's not something that they've done in the Mr. Man, and it's particularly there to try and encourage more of the kind of STEM in girls. And then you've also got, I'm trying to think of some of the other more interesting ones. You've got like Little Miss Hug, which is
that's a nice one. I like that. She sounds lovely. She does. What's
Yeah,
the
so it
is
covers
the
more
American
around
of that? Probably
companion
Mr. Creepy or something like that.
I don't think there is a Mr. Creepy.
Not Mr. Creepy.
Mr. Creepy. Okay.
And I think Mr. Tickle's close with those really long
I was
arms.
going to say,
Those arms.
Tickle, yeah.
Yeah, he's a right little devil, that one, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, there is some criticism that they shouldn't be called Little Miss, because that's a little dismissive of them. But it was
from another time.
it was named a while ago. Changing it now.
That's it. No, they can't change it now. It's what it was back in the day. It's all, and it's just a bit of fun. Let's face it. All right, we're talking of fun anyway. Are you actually building something tonight, Carrie? You look like you're getting into something.
Yeah. I'm building.
Oh, quick, scan it.
I've already scanned it.
Oh, she's scanned it.
I found it already. Like the city apartment building or something. I don't know.
Right.
And Ian's got the better sets tonight.
Oh, Ian's got the better ones.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You say that, but you've got that big flex behind you both on that table.
Yeah, which looks really small there. It's like a micro build. How far away is it?
It's quite far away.
Harry, bring it over to us. Let's take a look.
No, don't make me lift it again.
Come on. What do you mean lift it
If
again?
you want to
never
see
lifted
it,
once for me.
on my channel now.
Brick Babe was much more accommodating. She was.
I think she had it in her hand already.
Ian, try and do it with one hand. Let's see if we can do it with one hand.
Don't break it.
Oh, it's nice.
It's beautiful.
One of the sets of the year.
It is.
Yeah,
It's really good, isn't it?
That's me.
Gorgeous.
Oh, it's a mini doll. Me.
Yeah, that's mini doll me.
Is it?
What is a mini doll sig fig called?
A sig
Harry, you
doll.
got black hair and glasses.
It's a sig doll.
Sig doll.
A sig doll. Oh, it sounds like
Doesn't
it's
sound right,
not
does it?
very well.
No.
No, it doesn't sound right.
It doesn't like, sick doll. We're gonna have to work on that one, Carrie. I'm afraid. All right. That's Carrie in mini doll form. Ian, is there an Ian in mini doll form by any chance?
Yeah, it is.
Is there?
Somewhere.
I bet he's got little legs or something.
Oh, hang on. You'll get up for that. Oh.
Yeah, look, she's scurrying around. This is because it's going to be a dig at Ian. You watch. She's like she can't contain herself. Where is it? Oh, Ian, while Carrie's away looking for your sick fig, or sick doll, I should say. What did you score the room this week out of 10?
Was it back up to 5.5? I think.
Oh, 5.5. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Because there was
is that
complaint about
average
not six.
acceptable? I mean,
It's I don't mind being in it.
it's that. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah. You can't find him.
No, he's gone.
Is it? It's just somewhere else on the floor. Probably.
He looks pretty much like him.
Yeah.
But,
all right. So Ian described his environment that he's in at the moment is that he doesn't mind being in it. Now, I've been in nuclear power stations where people have worked and they said, I don't mind being in it. So I'm just gauging it for you there, folks, putting it into perspective for you. Good stuff. Carrie, you look like you're going to say...
It's less tidy than it was when he gave me the 5.5. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you score it like that. Oh, she's like one of those folks. When it's coming up to bonus season at work, she works really hard. And as soon as the bonuses are handed out, she's like, takes the foot right off the pedal. Okay. You know that one. Right. Note to self.
It's a room that needs to be used. So sometimes it's messy because we've used it. We were doing mocking yesterday. So parts everywhere.
Okay,
now we're just building a set, so it's tiny.
Who does mocking on here, by the way? Eric Clapton once wrote a song about mocking, didn't he? Mocking on Heaven's Door, or maybe it's something I don't know. Anyway, Minifig, come on, Minifig, no. You're a mocker, Brick and Brood. He's a bit of a, are you a mocker?
Sometimes.
You're a customizer.
I dabble. Yeah, there you go. I customize.
Yeah, he's a customizer. I like that. What about you, Stelena? Are you a customizer, or would you say you're a mocker? Because you've done some mosaics, haven't you?
Oh,
yes, I'm affectionately known as a finger painter for my mosaics. So which I have two of them.
Oh,
here,
all
the
right.
two that
Let's
were
have a
at
look.
Oh,
Brick
brilliant.
Convention.
It's a bit yellow from here.
So,
again, yeah.
you want?
Well, you can't just show the back of them.
That's what I transport them in. So,
Oh, transport like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Very
do love
cool.
that.
Ooh.
Yeah. So those are the ones that I had at
Is that
Convention.
it actually looks like someone laying down, but it's actually a nebula, isn't it?
It
Someone
is,
with
yes,
dark
it's
hair laying down.
Carina Nebula from the James Webb Space Telescope. And
Oh,
then,
you must be absolutely loving all this space stuff that's going on this year with Lego.
Yes. And then the other one.
Oh, she's got another
is
one. There we go. She's putting it out.
Yeah.
Look at this.
The Tarantula
Nice.
Nebula from again James Webb Space Telescope. So, and they've got lights in them, but they're not plugged in, obviously, at the moment. So
Yeah.
Salitscape, like it. Yeah, it says it describes it as being very spacey. I like that.
Yeah.
It says like a film star, Kevin Spacey. It goes, Lego
Not
TV
quite,
says,
no.
horrible joke, Aussie membership
Not
revoked. What can we say? Good stuff. There we go. All right,
Yeah.
good stuff. I like your chair as well, by the way. What make is your chair, if you don't mind me asking? It's a nice chair.
It's a Secret Lab.
A secret. Yeah, I've been looking at them this
Yeah,
week. funny
Secret
enough.
Lab chair. And then I've got all of my lanyards from my shows that I've been to hanging on the back.
Wow.
Well, like that. Like
So-
that.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's not. Have you got a
got a
favourite
few
one?
more.
Got a favourite one?
Well, I mean, my favourite one would have to be that Brick Built Sydney, the one that I organised. So
The one she
wow.
organised. Remember that? All right, we have to.
Yeah.
You have to give us another tour of that this year. When's it on? When's it on?
it's in May, the 18th and 19th of May.
Oh, great days.
But yeah, got a little collection going on there. So
Very nice.
oh, I also designed and helped organise these ones too. So
did you?
Canberra
Oh.
Brick Show.
Oh,
You're quite in there, aren't you? You're like the ultimate AFOL. Liking it. All right, good stuff. All right, good
yes.
stuff. Yeah, it's good to know things we learn about people. Lovely. Guys, that's when your birthday is, isn't it? 18th, 19th of May, isn't it? Around that sort of time?
Yes, it is. It is indeed.
Mine's the 10th of May, in case anyone's ever. Those born in May. So you're a Taurus like me, which is very nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Where should we go next? So Snellina's showing us some mocks off. Amber Light, you've been doing a bit of mocking. Do you ever do any bit of mocking? I know you talk about new sets a lot and stuff like that. What about mocking?
So, my first foray into mocking it all was for Brickworld Chicago, when I had actually done the brickheads, the custom brickheads for everybody on Good Morning Brickworld, and that was a really fun experience. I got to use studio and design and stuff there, and I'm actually working on a mock for Brickworld Chicago that is based on Ninjago.
Oh,
So yes, blame TJ.
Yeah,
So
it's got to be TJ, isn't it?
yeah.
There he is.
yeah, no, he got me hooked on Ninjago. So there's this really cool scene in there that I'm trying to recreate, and I have I've done the skeleton of it with the pieces that I have to make sure because I have to put this dragon into what looks like a rock on the floor, but it has this dragon shape. So I've done that, and I've ordered my pieces to actually start putting a more finalized version together. So I'm really excited. But this is my first what I would consider real mock. So
Wow.
Nice.
Oh my
That's
God, so
really
you're going to
cool.
be there as well. And you've not been on for a little while, but obviously I'm going, but the Brickbods are going as well, which is going to be jolly exciting. Brickbods, you literally fly out an hour after me. Are you, well, this is it. We just in case we go down in a flight, we don't want to take all the Brits in one flight, do we? That's it. It's important that we don't do that. Exactly.
It's like the royal family, is it? When the royal family travels, right?
Well, it was only a few weeks ago, and we had Emily on. And do you remember that story about the panel that came off the plane in America? It was Emily's partner from Lego Masters that was on that plane, which is crazy. And the poor kid that was nearest to the, because I thought it was a window, but his whole panel flew off. It took his shirt and everything off. It did, but anyway, that put me right off that wood flying. And like I said then, I never want a window seat for the rest of my life. I really don't. But anyway, Gaz, you're a bit of a mocker. How's your mock coming on? We've got Bricktastic in God, it's only about 2 weeks' time, isn't it? It's all nuts.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
It is 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Hopefully, we're going to be doing London calling from Manchester, folks. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing,
so
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I need power. That's a problem. I need internet. That could be a problem. So I won't know until Friday. So anyway, how's your mock coming along for Bricktastic, mate?
So I've got the old one. So I've actually, when the stream started, I've just been dusting this one off, which is that's an older one. But I'll still be taking it anyway because
it
hasn't been up there. So yeah, so that's. I think it works out as a 32 by 32. It's only now. I just thought I could have just put it on a normal base plate, really, but it is a bit more solid.
Put it on mills, yeah. But it's more solid, yeah. That's true.
Yeah. There's lots of detailing on the cobbles and stuff. So
nice.
And
Belay, how big is your mock that you're taking with you? Is that going to be on like a 32 by 32 base plate?
Well, one of the dragons takes up a 32 by 32, and there's two, because they kind of create a circle, and then there's probably two more out.
Oh, right.
So, that's cool.
Big, isn't it?
Can't wait to see it.
I might have to make some modifications because I'm sharing a table with TJ, and I want to make sure that I don't take up too much room. So I might have to do a little bit of adjustment, but I think at least 3 32s by across.
That's good. Yeah, 90 odd studs. Cool. I like it. 96 studs. If my arithmetic calculates correctly, and to the amusement of Carrie. What about you, Andrew? Your customization. But what's probably the biggest thing you've customized in your time?
It's probably like the base that I put the observatory on. It's like the start of my city. Going into typically it's like right behind me, right over here, and when I'm standing in my Lego room, like when I'm doing the video. So I can't show it to you right now, and I'm not going to try picking it up, bringing it here because it's not worth it. I don't want to. It's pretty strong, but I don't want to mess with it. But it's like I'd say it's about like this big in total. It's on a 48 by 48. Wow. But it's like it goes actually out off to the side a bit because I have a shelf that it kind of uses as support as well.
Yeah.
So everything's just like perfectly measured out. And anyways, it's got a train tunnel going through it. It's got a bunch of buildings at the bottom, a big, huge elevator. And I just took a bunch of Lego sets and basically incorporated them into this big mountain.
Nice. And the mountain. I think Gaz, are you doing some mountain stuff at the moment on one of your mocks? I know Ollie is doing rocks and water.
I'm not, but I have got some. Got 2 little rocky bits either side of one. I've got one up there and one's in the other room because it all just separates out.
Does it? Very nice.
It's easier. So.
We've got Brickham Den's out there at the moment saying hello, friends. Brickham's actually sent. He's done the PMQ this week, folks. The PMQ
cool.
Comes from Brickham's Den. That's which is jolly exciting. Nice. So we're looking forward. We're looking forward to answering them. Now, where should we go next? Amberline was telling us about her mock. She's doing a kind of can I say she's been influenced by TJ. Selena's done her mosaics. Brick and Brew's just got one big massive one.
Well, I'm actually working on another Ninjago thing, and it's 48. It's 2 48 by 48 plates.
Another Ninjago thing.
And the parts came in finally, so I'm excited about that. It took over 2 months from Denmark to come to me.
Really? So you didn't order that? That wasn't Bricklink. We ordered that on Bricks and Pieces, yeah?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be. I mean, it was prices were. You know what? I took my time going between Bricklink and Lego. So some stuff got from Bricklink, some stuff I got from Lego, and I bought the cheapest ones I could. So Denmark really. That Christmas break, man, it really screwed me over.
Yeah, they break for like 2 or 3 weeks, didn't they? I mean, could you imagine being in a business?
It has to be longer. I can't be. It has to be more than 3 weeks.
Maybe the resources go elsewhere. Stelena, you seem like the sort of business entrepreneur sort of woman. I don't know why you just do. It must be the cat's ears that do it.
Must be. Gives me like the business cred, right?
That's it. You are like the Alan Sugar of the Australian women, and you're fired. I mean, could you imagine having a break for 3 weeks? I mean, that's what builders do or something like that. But
I will say I did actually have just shy of 4 weeks annual leave over Christmas myself. So
4 weeks. Oh my God. Who else had 4 weeks? Nicole, she had 4 weeks off, didn't she?
Yeah.
4 weeks off. promised us loads of videos. How many videos have we seen so far, Gaz?
None.
One. We've had one. She did.
She did one. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
she did one. The PMQ. She did do a PMQ. Which
that was
I
after.
I know. I kind of did half the editing in that technically, but anyway. But it was very well done. It was very well done. Good stuff. Should we have a look at some new sets then? Because I'm on anticipation of Donny and Fleur coming in. It sounds like a pop duo, doesn't it? Donny and Fleur, or Fleur and Fleur. Yeah, Donny Fleur. I like that. Donny Fleur. I like that. How charismatic. Let's bring it on, shall we? In the form of Lego, of course. Shall keep us up here. Shall we keep us up here for a little bit? And well, I suppose the big news is really the biggest. It's got to be. It's got to be this, surely. Oh, it's gone down. Oh no, I was going to say I thought we'd gone down in value then.
So this is a hamster, right?
No, it's a Shintu or something like that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a hamster. I was going to say
Shibu Inu or what?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was a raccoon.
Yeah. No, TJ and I, when we did our releases video, we could not agree, and nobody in chat, we could not figure out what the heck this thing was.
Yeah. I mean, it in the description. That's how I find out.
There you go.
We don't read. We just like.
This is the same person that can't look at sets when they come out new and doesn't look at the doesn't go into the Bricklink designer ideas or anything like that. But she reads the description.
Well,
who reads the description?
I'm just trying to help.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Shibu. A Shiba, even. A Shiba.
I thought it was a hamster, and I was going to say one of our builders at Brickvention had a table full of hamsters, so in all different colors, and it's very cute. So hamsters are awesome.
Yeah, they are. I suppose. Yeah, I guess they fit in your pocket. I suppose, don't they? But anyway, just a little reminder for all the boys and girls out there. It's Valentine's Day this weekend. Just saying, on Wednesday, which is nice, very nice. Are you the Brick Mods? I mean, you guys look at each other in beautiful, loving ways.
Yeah, we don't do Valentine's Day.
Oh, you don't do Valentine's Day? Is that because every day is Valentine's Day in your household, or you
exactly?
Exactly. There we go. Good stuff.
Well,
that instead.
So don't forget though, the most important days beforehand, which is Pancake Day.
Oh yeah, now you're talking. Boom. Is anyone celebrating Valentine's Day here? If they are, they've only been going out with their partner for about 6 months. But anyway, is anyone doing anything special? Gaz, you doing anything special for Valentine's Day?
No, no, we don't. You don't usually bother, to be honest, because we don't need to.
This is cute. I want to know if anyone out there is doing anything special for Valentine's Day. As well, talking to Shibas as well, Brickstage Parks, he has a new puppy, and it is a Shiba. How cool is that?
Oh, it is really cool.
It was set in the stars. It really was. What about you, Andrew? I mean, Andrew, you are like, I mean, let's face it, you are in Canada regarded as the god of love. Are you doing anything special for Valentine's Day?
Is Valentine's Day a Wednesday?
Yeah.
Right. So I think we've been granted a night off on Friday from the kids. So I think our Valentine's Day is moved to a Friday evening. So I mean, technically, I'm sure we'll do a little something, but we'll be with the kids probably on Wednesday.
Okay,
but
nice.
On Friday, we won't have the baby, and we'll have a night off with my parents.
Nice. Okay, that sounds how very romantic. I like it. Good stuff, Andrew. You still got it. Selena, how about you? You doing anything special for Valentine's Day?
No. Doesn't really. No,
don't float your boat. No, you don't need to. You don't have to. No one's judging. I'm not doing anything. I keep saying to my wife, "Are you sure you don't want to do nothing?" And she's like, "No, I don't want to do nothing." And then she said to me this morning, she goes, "I thought you wanted to do something," and I'm like, "No, I thought we agreed." No, so it's like I've got to buy something, and I've got to buy a card just in case. It's backup. What can I say, folks?
Yeah. I mean, surely this year most people aren't going to do anything on Valentine's Day, because you'll be sleeping off the pancake hangover.
Yeah,
exactly.
True, yeah.
It takes a couple of days to recover from Pancake Day if you do it properly.
Yeah,
hangover.
We definitely do it properly.
Yeah.
I love pancakes. We need to ask people what. Here's a question for the chat. What would you rather have? Beautiful pancakes or beautiful chocolates? Tell me, or both, or maybe even both.
Pancakes, 100%.
Pancakes. Oh yeah. So ladies didn't even have to. There was no hesitation there. So it was straight in there.
Pancakes
And
are
Belaya, 2 questions for you then: pancakes or chocolates? And are you doing anything on Valentine's Day?
I love chocolate, so I'm going to say chocolate. Although I'd prefer chocolate, like chocolate chip pancakes. So
yeah.
that would be where I'd like to go.
Nutella, hello, Nutella. I love that.
So Valentine's Day, actually, we are going to a professional women's hockey game because we have season tickets, and it's a new thing that is just over in the East Coast. It's a new, a new thing for women that started here, and so that'll be our Valentine's Day.
Brilliant. Is that hockey or ice hockey?
Ice hockey.
Oh, it's ice hockey. Yeah. No, I love ice hockey when I went to see it. Oh, okay, that's very cool. I love that. When I saw I forget who it was now. I was in New Jersey, seeing some family there. I think it's the Red Sox or something like that. They were called. Anyway, there was
New Jersey Devils.
Oh, the Devils. That was it. It was red. Anyway, I can't remember. It was. This was 15 years ago, and I was in the queue. I was in the queue to go in. And just absolutely randomly, there was a geezer there from Manchester standing in front of me. I couldn't help it because he's got the Mancunian accent. So I was talking away to him. He goes, "Yeah, it's really weird in America. They never hug each other when they score." So I said, "I'll tell you what, right? If we happen to be sitting near each other, we'll hug when they score." They scored. We kind of knew roughly where each other was. It was about 2 rows away. It was right at the top. All came out, ran up to the top. The police were looking at us very strangely. We hugged, and then went back again. It was a moment, folks. It really was a moment, and I still remember it today. Well, we found out the Brick Pods aren't actually going to be doing anything, but except pancakes. Carrie, you're going to be doing Ian some loving pancakes on Tuesday?
Yeah, we go all out for pancakes.
Nice.
Lots of toppings. One year, I think we ended up with ice cream all over the walls because we went that hard on pancakes.
You went that hard. You had ice cream all over the walls.
I don't know. I think we had friends around, and I think someone left the spoon in the ice cream, and then as it melted, the spoon then flipped and threw ice cream at the wall.
Of course it did. Of course it did. Oh, your poor worktop. That's all I can say. Anyway, let's see what they say out in the chat. We got Madlib saying hi, Redmond. That's of course was Redmond's out there as well. Got Mitty Bricks out there as well saying it's a trap. It is a trap, actually. I know what you mean, but Valentine's Day is a trap. Got to have them backup cards, folks, honestly. You get the Titanium said, "You're making me hungry." Redmond saying, "Pancakes don't even have to be pretty. They don't even..." I don't know. That's tickled me. That pancakes don't even have to be pretty. Laugh out loud, Dave. Chocolate pancake. I know what you're saying. What's more important, Valentine's Day or Ash Wednesday? Oh, that's true. Ash Wednesday. Good point. Who knows? I've got to look up what Ash Wednesday is now. Chocolate spread on pancakes. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. You can't. Nutella. Oh, I'll tell you, billions of calories in Nutella. Pick a tradition like us. Valentine's is fish and chips night. Oh, Lego Team B. Now you're talking. Crepes with Nutella. Yeah, love them. Very Italian. Love that loads. I really do. I tell you that with a coffee. Woo, dynamite. It really is. Me Bricks. If a woman says she doesn't want anything, make sure you get her something. Absolutely, mate. That is. To be honest, that is a good philosophy. Honestly, always have a backup, even if it's a geezer. It's the same thing. It really is. What is Valentine's Day, says KO? It's that day you get millions of cards through the door, KO. At least you used to. Back in the day, probably about 50 years ago. Buttermilk pancakes with maple syrup. Oh, maple syrup. Do you like maple syrup, actually? Andrew, I've got to ask you that one. Do you like maple syrup?
Yeah, I like it. I definitely will enjoy a nice maple syrup with my pancakes, but I like the traditional. To me, the traditional it's different names now. It used to be called Aunt Jemima, but it's no longer called that. It's something like some Miller company. I don't know. It's anyways.
Muller Lite or something like that. They've got it there.
It's fake. It's fake. I really enjoy it.
Oh,
but
no. Well, anyway, I think we've given this set more time, more airspace than probably any other streaming service.
I've had maple syrup right out of the tree before. I was
going to say, Canadians, you get issued a bottle of maple syrup at birth, don't you? And then plant a tree and tap your own. Right.
Like bottle fed it or something as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So this set came out this week. Another badly kept secret. But it actually, it feels like I've been waiting about 6 months to see the official pictures of this one. But here we go. We've not only got ourselves a splendid looking medieval set. We've got ourselves somewhere in there. Or at least I think there might be. We've got a sword in bed. Blimey, imagine that. We got. There it is.
Just for the monsters under the bed, isn't it? That's what
I was going to say. Yeah, but come on, blimey, it was taller than he is. We got ourselves a grey goat as well. Very, very cool set. Oh, look at this. Oh, blimey, I had to get green ones of those. Where'd you go to buy green shelves? Maybe a greengrocer's. But anyway, guys.
That was just Photoshop.
Maybe it was, yeah. It was. Well, where should we go? We need to ask someone what we think of it. So, guys, what you love medieval times.
Yeah. Good fun.
What do you think of this set?
No, I really like this. I think there's a lot in here that just will keep people happy. I mean, there's all the little details as well. I think one of the videos I watched, it's just saying about some of the things that are on the signs as well. Like, I think it's like one of them is like a goat wanted, and it's like, by the way, here it is. But yeah, I think it's really good for scenes, and it just complements all the medieval stuff we've had as well. So I mean, you can imagine like the Lion Knight's castle in the background, and then this maybe in the foreground as like the village leading up to it. It reminds me a bit actually of Game of Thrones, right outside Winterfell. So you had like the villagey bit, you'd go up the driveway, and then you'd have like the main castle there. So it gave me a bit of an idea of that. So. And some of the printing on the figures as well, the torsos, they look brilliant. That one there, the purple, it's kind of like a jestery one, but it just looks really good in that colour. Really good.
Yeah, so, I know. Okay. Really what about you, Carrie? I mean, you like purple.
Everything looks good in purple.
Agreed.
Yeah, I like it. That's my favourite minifigure. Although I quite like the hair on the blonde one.
You like the hair on the blonde?
Yes, I love the hair on the blonde one.
That was the one that was
plaited. A braid.
Yeah.
We get a better picture of it over here. There we go. Look at that.
Look at that.
It's like a dinosaur tail.
Ooh, that's like the one from the Vikings.
Oh no! She's in the Vikings.
Is that like a Lego mallet though? Is that a Lego mallet? Oh, let's have a look, guys.
It's proper sort of hair. Hang on,
mallet.
Oh,
stand a minifigure on that here.
But yeah, it's really good. It's really detailed as well. There's all little braids and stuff in there. So yeah,
Simon,
really cool.
let us know why you're a little bit disappointed with it. I'm intrigued to know. I really am. Okay, very cool.
So,
go on,
I actually watched Tiago's video about this, and he shares the designer's reveal from Fan Media Week.
Oh yeah,
in
not seen it yet, but he was.
It's really good. It's really informative. And there's so many little stories. It's really worth a watch because the designer talks about all the little stories that go into the build. And then just very casually at the end goes, oh yeah, and this, and he pulls out of his pocket the goat.
The goat. It had to be the goat. It had to be the goat, didn't it? I can't believe that's two goats, two different goats we've had in 1 year, and yet we haven't had a goat for like 15 odd years or something like that.
And he says in the video that it is the same goat as the original.
Oh,
so there goes that whole storyline about how the mold was destroyed and blah blah.
It's the same one.
Yeah,
it's born from the same one. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
We've got someone in the green room. Someone has turned up at the green room. One of the Aussie contingency folks. How do I describe her? Well, she was, in my opinion, she really was the star of Lego Masters Australia Season 3, which actually, arguably, I believe is one of the best seasons of Lego Masters ever. Full stop. We bumped into her not too long ago, actually, with Snowlena, and I'm super excited to have her on with us tonight. So with no further ado, folks, ladies and gentlemen, this is Fleur. Hello, Fleur.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Hello.
Let's have a better look at you. There we go, Andrew. You can go down there.
My wet hair, I had to have a shower to wake myself up.
I always have a cold shower before I do a stream. Anyway, I have to.
Oh my goodness. That was quite an introduction too. I feel like I definitely wasn't the star. I didn't win. Spoiler alert.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Definitely fan favorite. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's 100% fan favorite. I was always rooting for you in that, simply because I kind of felt, I don't know. It was kind of, to me, it was like a baby being in Toyland or something like that. You know, it was amazing. So, Fleur, tell us on the panel, because not necessarily all know who you are, and tell the chat as well a little bit about you and what you do with Lego. What's your thing with Lego Masters and mocking and stuff like that? Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I got into Lego really, really late in life. I guess, people talk about their dark age, and mine was like 35 years. I played until I was probably 7, and I didn't get back into it till I was 42. I watched season 1 of Lego Masters, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. People actually build their own stuff. They don't just build sets. I want to try that. And so I got like a classic brick box after watching the first couple of episodes, and I really sucked. Let's be honest, I wasn't good, but I just kept trying, and the more I tried, I sort of went, oh yeah, this kind of feels like art to me. I can kind of get around this. And then I joined a lug, and about a year later, when season 2 was on and they were opening up applications for season 3, Annie, who was on season 2, emailed me and said, oh, look, can I put you forward to producers, because they were always looking for women. And I was like, oh God, no, don't do that. That's crazy. Like, I don't know anything. But she did. And I actually wasn't originally cast. I did a Skype interview, and they didn't sort of hear anything about me until 2 weeks before, when someone pulled out, and then the executive producer suddenly stumbled upon my Skype interview. And thank you, Lego Team B. And yeah, so then I got a call, and they were like, oh, look, I'm so sorry we didn't call you initially, but would you be interested in auditioning today? And 2 weeks later, I was on set, paired with someone I'd never met, and into the journey. So it was pretty crazy. Went into season 3 and somehow got to the semi-finals. And so we did 12 out of 13 episodes, 13 out of 14 episodes, and was away for 3 months. And then the year later, I was on I was on Brixmas, the Christmas special. It was like a celebrity Christmas special over here.
I've not seen that one. I didn't even know it existed.
It's so fun. Check it out. You can get it on 9 now. It's really fun. Okay. So I got paired with someone. Morning, Rebecca. I got paired with someone from The Block, which is a architecture show here, and he was awesome, and we had loads of fun. I got asked to do the Grandmasters season, really as a wild card, definitely not as a contender. I mean, we were up against people who are just technical wizards, but I turned it down because it's just couldn't take 3 months out of work and parenting to do that. So
wow, that's how long it takes. 3 months.
Yeah, it's almost a week per episode. So they got it down to 10 weeks for Grandmasters, but it's still a big commitment. If you work full time and stuff, it's a big commitment to do that. So
yeah, that's massive. I mean, that's a game changer. So. So I mean, you've got a son, haven't you? So what was that like being away for him for 3 months? I mean, that's a long time to be away from your kids.
It was hard. So he's 7 now, but he was 3 when I was filming. And I was really lucky. My mother-in-law came to stay, and it was great for their relationship. They sort of really bonded. But that was the first time I'd really been away from him, and it was challenging. But ultimately, it's actually quite good because it helped us sort of break that mummy has to be here all the time. And I actually ended up going back to work full time not long after the show. So it was it was good, but it was hard. I didn't want to do it again, though, at this age, which is a much more sensitive age in a way. Like when they're 6, 7, they're much more aware of what's happening. So I chose not to do it the second time. I was only away for a week for Christmas, which was good. So
that is really cool. And so when you got paired up, Sarah was your partner, wasn't she? And I mean, how did you do any workshops together or anything like that, or they just said, right, you guys are going to come together, we're going to kind of pitch you as being the mums, and there you go and make some Lego stuff. How did it all kind of work?
That's pretty much it. And look, even when I was
must be a producer.
You should be a producer. I didn't even know that was how they were going to pitch us. Really, it was interesting. Like we did very much come across as the mums, but we both had sort of long careers and things outside of it that didn't really get bought into, which is fine, because being a mum is a huge part of me. I love it. But no, because it was only 2 weeks before and it was COVID. So here in Melbourne, it was the biggest lockdown in the world. We were locked down for 272 days.
Blimey. That's a big lockdown.
We were completely locked down. So even though we were filming in the place that I'm from, I still had to stay in the hotel in lockdown mode.
Wow.
So
bubbles.
Sarah
It was
and
all
I
bubbles, wasn't it? Everyone was in bubbles.
Zoom. We just met on Zoom once, and then we met having a COVID test the night before the first day of filming. It's literally, hi, let me shove that up your nose. It was really
pop that up your nose. Those are the days, weren't they, folks?
Yeah.
You stick cotton up your nose.
Gosh.
But so we then really only built together for the first time during the geisha on the first episode. That was literally the first time we'd sort of had dinner the night before, just said hi, get to know you, and we kind of both agreed when we met, whatever happens, we don't know each other at all, so whatever happens, let's just back each other and just be as supportive as we can. And that was kind of the philosophy we went into it with it. But it's challenging. And she's great. She's a really artistic person. Didn't have a background in Lego, so it was a big learning curve for her as well. I'd only built for probably 18 months at that point. You think you're going to get, because was quite inexperienced, you think you're going to get paired with someone who's like really experienced, and that wasn't the case. But in a way, because Sarah and I didn't know any of the rules, we just broke them all and we had fun. We kind of just went, well,
So do you think being kind of ignorant to the thing of it kind of helped? Because ignorance is bliss, isn't it? It stresses you less.
I still design in a very ignorant way. And I think when you don't sort of, if you're not locked into following rules, you can look at elements and not look at them as, well, how would this technically go together? You're more looking at them going, what does that make me think of? What's my heart reaction to that piece? And so I think Sarah and I, while we might not always, Heston, I love it. While we might not have always been the technical team, well, never the technical team, let's be honest, we came up with some of the more creative ideas because we weren't limited by our concern of whether that would work technically. We would just go, that idea is going to work, and we would just go, well, I'll try and make that happen. We were lucky that the first build was 17 hours because it was a good amount of time to get to know each other and to really sort of like do our best with that first build, and we didn't make it move or anything like that, but we were really proud of what we created.
Wow. And what was the night before, what was your biggest fear going into it? Because you're there, you're not quite sure what to do, how it's going to go, what the format is. So with that in mind, not knowing any of that, what was kind of your fear of entering the arena?
I just thought embarrassing myself and getting eliminated first, really. And I thought that was pretty inevitable that we would. So having a first episode that went the way that it did was hugely appeasing because we were like, oh, okay, maybe we can do this.
Yeah, maybe
You know,
we're not that bad after all, and we can make a dent in this.
Yeah, and I mean, there was such a learning curve. I can't even describe how much of a learning curve it was. It is trial by fire. It is thrown in the lion's den. And some days it really worked and some days it really didn't. But I just learned so much about building, but also just about composition and creativity. And I think the thing is you feel the fear and you do it anyway, because if you get into your head about, oh my God, pressure of all these cameras and the building to a clock, which is the worst part of it. The two hardest things are coming up with a unique idea and executing it, and building to a clock. Because when you're building from home, you you just build for yourself, and you can take a week on one tiny little thing if you want to. But there, it's like, okay, you've got 10 hours, and it has to be massive. Go for it. Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. And you're saying that you wasn't necessarily the most technical. So what was the builds that you found the hardest with that in mind?
Well, we had one where we had to build something that was, they called it Kale Scale. A lot of people have watched Lego Masters know about Kale.
We know Kale Scale.
Yeah, so Kale's a classic, really talented man. But yeah, he came in and he'd say he was 5'6", but he's probably about 5'4", and we had to build something that was as tall as Kale. And we were like, okay, shit, we had 8 hours, which wasn't long, so we decided to build a minifig crossing sign. And I knew from the start what it needed to look like, and that obviously the signs are a diamond. So I was like, that was in my head. But we got to like 2 hours before, and Sarah went, oh, it's going on straight, isn't it? I went, no, it's a diamond. It doesn't go like this. It has to go like this. And she's like, well, I don't know how to put that on. And we built this big pole. You can't just present a pole. And I built the sign, but we couldn't get it together. And I said to her, like, oh, you haven't worked that out for the last 6 hours. And she's like, no. I felt so bad because I didn't have the technical knowledge either, because this sign was so heavy. And the brick, they don't have normal big base plates at all. Like the biggest is probably 16 by 8. So this minifig crossing sign was like, to get it bricked together and then plated, it was like 4 plates wide. So it was really heavy. It was about 40. Might have been bigger than 48 by 48. It was massive. And the weight of it, because it wasn't centered properly and we didn't know technically what we were doing, we kind of like slotted it on the top, and it was there for this one glorious like 20 seconds. Like, oh wow. And then it just crashed and it just smashed it. Thousands.
Wow. So we love that. They love drama though. The thing is, they love drama.
That episode was just heartbreaking watching it.
It was.
Yeah.
I literally burst into tears. I was exhausted. I was over it. We'd built another build before the 8 hours. So we'd been building for about 12 hours that day. And they wanted that 8 hours all in one hit for the drama of it. And honestly, when it came crashing down, I was so mortified. And I was like, oh, this is just so embarrassing. And just gutted as well, because the vision was cool, but and then Brickman's like, oh, stand next to your build for judging, and I'm like, what part, mate? Like it's
all right, what part, mate?
It goes across like 5 meters on the floor.
I love Brickman. I got to be honest, right? On my bucket list, I have to meet Ryan one day. He is, I love him, mate. The little bit of tension when he goes over and he advises people, and he just goes like that, and then he walks off. I love it. It's like you've got to do whatever he says. You've got to do it, otherwise he's going to strike.
So at Brickbench, he was wearing a name badge that said Hamish on it.
I love it.
No, you definitely. That's the golden rule of Lego Masters: do what he says, because you'd be stupid not to. But no, he's really good. He does. There's a lot more that you don't see. Excuse me. There were definitely days where he made me cry because his feedback was absolutely brutal, and they don't put that in get it. The Marvel build, oh my God, he tore me to shreds.
So he's kind of like going around, he's like whipping everyone into shape, really.
He's like Gordon Ramsay of Lego.
He really is.
Can you imagine that, guys?
Yeah,
the right old Barney with him.
It was pretty hardcore. But then once it's all finished and we got eliminated, he like gave me the biggest hug, and he just said, "Oh, you just inspired me so much because you think in such a different way, and you brought unique things to it." And we've stayed friends ever since. Like he's lovely, but he can deliver feedback in the most insanely cutting way that's not going to make the camera, because the public doesn't need to see it. But yeah, there were definitely moments where I was like, oh my God, this is so awful.
Wow. But I love him to bits, and I can't wait to meet him one day.
Yeah, you will love
him when I come out to Australia at some point. Anyway,
I was going to say you can meet him at Brickvention next year. There you go.
I was going to say Brickvention. I could do Brickvention.
We'll introduce you. There you go.
Yeah, I could do it. Like I say, I got a good connection with Australia in more ways than one. Now we were just a moment ago, Fleur, we were talking about all sorts of things, ex-wives, mocks, all sorts of things. We really was. The spectrum of all sorts of things here.
I don't have an ex-wife.
Count yourself lucky. Anyway, what you have got is you're like a sleeping giant. I think there's much more skill to you than meets the eye. There really is, especially when you do stuff like this. Tell us a little bit about this mock, which is
that is not mine.
Oh,
I wish that was mine.
Tell us a little bit about it. And
I got to wear it.
What was it like?
That was amazing to wear. That inspired the mock that I made this year, but that is designed by Veronica Young, who's a friend of mine here.
Yeah.
And she exhibited in Brickvention in 2023. And it wasn't made for me, but it fit me perfectly.
Yeah,
and so when we were at the exhibition, she said to me, "Oh, look, would you want to try it on?" And I was like, absolutely.
The squeal of delight when Veronica asked you to wear it. There was literally a squeal of delight.
I was so excited. It's such an incredible piece. It really is spectacular. And when you're walking in it, it moves like the way that a dress would move. It's so incredible. And it was an amazing thing for Veronica, because she is like, you don't get much more beautiful and special than that lady. She is an incredible woman. And after that, at that Brickvention, Jan Bayer was there. And a couple of months after, she got an email inviting her to exhibit that in Lego House in the Masterpiece Gallery.
Oh, that's amazing.
She's the first Australian woman to have that. And that, honestly, couldn't be a more deserving person. She's, right when she was presenting it in Lego House back in August last year, her son, who's in his 20s, was going through chemo for cancer. And the fact that she's had like this amazing... This creation is so spectacular. But yes, importantly, I did not design it. I wish I'd designed it.
But the sheer fact that you wore it and you was game for that, and that
absolutely.
But did this potentially, in some ways, lead to what you did at Brickvention for this year?
It did, absolutely. So what I did at Brickvention this year has been in my head for a long time. In fact, if we'd made it to the finale of Lego Masters, I wanted to do a version of what I did for Brickvention. So I did this old Singer sewing machine, and I wanted to do this, but black and yellow, and call it Stinger, and have bees flying above it.
Excellent. Like it. Yeah, like it.
So that was it's always been, I love the shape of them and I love the color contrast. So it's always been in my head to do it. But when I got to wear the beautiful dress at Brickvention 2023, literally that day I went, you know what, 2024, I'm going to do that sewing machine. I'm going to have it done by then. And I started basically started that week ordering the pieces and because it was a really big long project, but I love doing it so much. And of all the things I've exhibited over the last sort of 4 years, this is the build that the public have connected to the most. Like, it was very overwhelming.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I really do. Like my nan used to have one, and there's not a day goes past that I never, think of her. And she had a couple of these actually, and so it struck a chord with me, and I thought you executed it beautifully. And was it a nice thing to do? Because like people like Gaz and the Brickbods, they get and there's lots of people out there in the chat tonight. They're all kind of getting a little bit stressed because they've got conventions coming up and stuff like that. But did you have to do a lot of this on the last minute or anything like that, or did you nicely plan it throughout the year and stuff like that?
Look, I started it really early in the year because I have a very busy career, so I was like, I'll get it started and then it won't be so stressful to meet the deadline. But then I kind of my work got so busy that from May to December I did nothing, and I'd done the table and I'd done the front of the machine, but I hadn't done the back of the machine. So when I got to the Christmas break on Boxing Day, I was like, okay, I've got to finish that sewing machine because I've got to exhibit in 2 weeks. So I then built the back side of it, all the sort of like, thank you, Brickmanstein, I appreciate that. All the back side of it and the skin of it, because obviously it's all tiled and all that sort of stuff. And that, if you're looking at it, the left-hand side, it got really heavy. And so it's only studded down on the right-hand side. It's not technically beamed through. It's studded down on the right-hand side. So I studded it down. I was like, okay, ready. And it completely crashed. It fell basically.
Really?
No. So I then had to pull it apart completely and rebuild the interior of it, like go even lighter with Technic and all that sort of stuff. And I got it back together, but it was 11th hour and it was stressful and I was worried about transporting it. But it, once it got there and it had the right thing, it was fine. Now this thing down the bottom that you're zooming in, this is just one of those like serendipitous moments. I was given that as a gift during the exhibition by someone who'd never seen my build. And that is an antique music box that was in their grandmother's estate.
Love a musical box.
They bought that for me and it was so similar to the build. I was like, this is crazy. So
it's really cool.
it was lovely.
I've got a question for Helena actually. Helena, give us the story about the mat that it's on. More importantly, why it's on a mat in the first place.
Yes, you'll remember when I did the walk around at Brickvention that the first commandment of Brickvention is thou shalt not damage the floor. So the very first thing Flo did when she got in to unpack and set up her build was put the mat down before she put anything else. Before she got anything else out, it was put the mat down so that we don't scratch the floor.
Good thing.
Yeah, a friend's husband helped carry the frame in because I can lift the frame, but I can't walk with it. It's that heavy. And I said to him, you're going to need to carry it like 100 meters because you literally can't put it down on this floor from here to where my build is. He was like, oh, that's fine. And by the time he got there, he was like, this is rubbish. This was so heavy.
You got a lot of cast iron going on in that as well. So
yeah, it's an original base. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Can I just say that is a phenomenal dress as well? Like you spot you out of the crowd very easily wearing that. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. All right, good stuff. Fleur, you've just jumped in, and I think we've been in a lovely way. We've been grilling you enough already, I think. So let's give you a break for a few minutes. Donnie's going to be with us shortly as well, which is kind of cool.
Amazing.
Let's find out what everyone's up to because this is a Lego stream. Sometimes we do actually get people on that actually build the odd Lego set. Now, Amberlaya, are you actually building Lego today? Are you what are you doing there?
Yeah, I'm absolutely building.
Show us what you're building. So
this is actually the Brick Babe's fault. I blame everybody else. It's never my fault.
Exactly. Yeah.
Never my fault. But I'm building the Creator 3-in-1, the skate, this adorable roller skate.
Oh, I totally want this. Pink wheels. I keep telling Pink wheels needs to get it.
So
She keeps saying to me, got pink tires.
This is adorable. So I've gotten a good amount done. This is so fun. It is so fun. I saw this and I was like, eh. And then I saw it on Brick Babe's Instagram and I was like, oh man, like you're really making me want it. And she was like, get it. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, no, this is absolutely, what I love is this is a really unique way to use parts. You know, I have a similar story to Floor where my dark age is like, you know, I didn't really play as a kid. I barely did at all. And then I saw Lego Masters with my daughter and we got into it. And so whenever you get a chance to learn something that has like very different ways of using pieces in this very interesting, you know, making these interesting shapes, like my brain just loves that. So this has been so fun.
Yeah. I want to get it. Are you going to be, out of curiosity, do you think you might buy 2 of them? Because, you know, they normally come in a pair, don't they?
Well, I mean, these pink tires.
I know that's what I want it for.
Yeah, I know. Well, I wasn't, and then you said that.
I'm just saying, you know, 2's a pair.
So
just throwing it out there.
You've got evidence now. It's good. You've got.
Well, yeah. So it'd be expecting a post on Instagram where I'm blaming you now for me having a second one.
No, that's it. One thing about us AFOLs, we love enabling each other. We really do.
Yes.
It's a thing. Yeah. It really is. Now, talking to a couple of enablers as well, I think Carrie has enabled Ian to actually build something pretty decent tonight, actually. So let's find out how the Mech Mods are doing with their builds at the moment.
Yeah, it's going okay.
It's going okay.
Good.
Say that. That's it.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
You like that?
What's that middle piece? I mean, that looks like something like Yoda's hat or something like that, doesn't it?
So yeah, so you've got like the little hatch with like a little bit where they're growing stuff. Obviously, some kind of space station thing. And
I like that. I don't know about those nails though. Ian, I do like to say it.
Growing some space lettuce.
That's it. Yeah, that's what it is. Basically, that's what they're trying to do, isn't it? That is it.
It's like the Martian
over there. Yeah, the Martians. That's it. It could be growing a bit like those Harry Potter things that you pick up, like, you know, those turnips that you pull out the ground.
The mandrakes.
Oh, they're disgusting. They really are. Carrie, don't be shy. So show us what you're building then.
Well, mine's all in like bits at the moment, so you just sort of build them up. I've got a cycle path. Watch out, it's a cycle path.
A psychopath. That sounds like something crazy.
Yeah, you gotta watch out.
Oh no!
Psychopath.
A psychopath.
Back to bag one.
Medic.
But it's got a little slushy thing, which reminds me very much of the slushy man.
Oh, the slush puppies. Do you remember those?
Oh,
Venom Blue.
Brain freeze.
Oh, dude, yeah. Venom Blue. That was like crazy. That was. I don't even know. I don't even think you'd be able to buy that stuff now. It's probably used as some sort of hand cleansing stuff. He looks like he's having a Budweiser at the moment. What's he drinking tonight? Is he?
There's cherry cola.
Oh, cherry cola. Is that a litre bottle, or have you just got really big hands? Or is that half?
Yeah, it's a litre bottle.
It's a litre bottle.
Hey.
Oh, he's massive, isn't he? He should have been a wrestler. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. Gaz is just I don't know, look at his Bricklink account or something like that. Well, should we go back to the what we was looking at before Fleur come on? Here we go. Honestly, could you imagine how many bricks you've bought this year so far, Gaz? It'd be unbelievable, wouldn't it? It'd be
you could probably find out quite easily, but I think
it'd be scary. I think it would be scary. But anyway, let's get ourselves back over to the lego.com. We did go over there quite often, you know, strangely enough. We got to about this part before Fleur came in. So Fleur, Fleur, I'm curious. So for someone that builds amazing mocks, do you ever buy Lego sets and like normal wavefolds? Or
I certainly do. And I definitely want this one. This is gorgeous. Yeah, I've got the Viking Village. Yeah, I always buy the modular building. I love them. But yeah, I love this set. I love the hair.
Everyone loves the hair. It's crazy. I love the chair actually. Good use of that.
Gorgeous.
Everyone always says it, don't they, in their reviews? Oh, it's a lovely use of the Nexonites piece.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which is fine as long as you know what a Nexonite piece is. Just throwing that one out there, everyone.
I quite like the brick they've used for the legs actually, though, because that's like I think that's just one, isn't it? And it's got like the.
It's just a profile brick, yeah. It's just a profile brick in the bottom, but it works really well. It's just it's a really simple concept because you obviously got a it looks like underneath you've got a snot brick, but it's the plate going backwards. It's a really simple concept, but it looks really good. It's great.
Really nice.
All right. I got to talk about a certain brick with you, Fleur. We're going to narrow everything down to a single brick. You've got a soft spot for a 2x2 with octagonal bar. Firstly, is this true? I'm not one for normally talking technicalities here. And why on earth do you like a 2x2 with the octagonal bar? What's all that about? Tell us about that.
Where did you hear that? It's true. It's my favorite Lego piece. It's probably in a few interviews. I like it because you can clip off it and create different things. So I love to build Lego food. So I can build Lego cupcakes with it. I've probably got one somewhere in this room, but I'm not sure where at the moment. And I love building flowers with it, because you can just. You can build insects with it. It's just a really flexible piece. You can build cool, light fittings from it. I just love that piece. I think it's so cool, and I love that it comes in multiple colors. It's amazing.
It's a good one. It certainly is a good piece to talk about and stuff like that. I know I used one the other day, I think, for some for lighting technique and stuff like that. And it's all the parts that you come off it with rocket thrusters and things like that.
Yeah,
it's a good element. It's a good element. It really is.
Amazing for the base of a cupcake, a Lego cupcake. It's perfect.
A Lego cupcake. I like the idea of this. Now I got to ask. I'm going to ask Andrew this question actually because I've got no idea because I think he's got a bit of a moustache. Andrew, have you got a moustache or is it a full-on beard at the moment? What stage is it at? What's with that centerpiece? Wait, have you shaved the center of your chin, or is it just not growing there? What's all that about? So it's not quite. You got to comb it together or something. You got like a comb over for your beard.
Comb it together.
Yeah, comb it together. Gel it or something.
I got a Keanu Reeves kind of thing going on.
Really? Okay. He's basically the eye candy tonight, folks. He is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you Keanu Reeves. Anyway. Oh, there we go. He's got good.
Oh, there you go.
I like that. Yeah.
Also, spoiler alert, Andrew also does laundry and folding and ironing and stuff like that as well. So
empty the dishwasher and fill it.
He's got skills. He's got skills as Andrew. Really, yes. There's Canadians. I tell you, they're versatile, aren't they? A bit like that Lego piece you were just talking about, Fleur. The Canadian men, they're versatile.
You've got your own it's like a dating show, and Snow Lane is kind of pimping you out.
If only he weren't already married with several children. So
exactly. Yeah, it's half the Canadian.
The
rig. Can I just say to anyone that shows off their rig, it makes things worse. It really does. It makes it a challenge. Anyway, we're just. Anyway, where we go with this? Anyway, let's have a look at the video. Actually, let's have a look at this video, shall we? Here we go.
You were talking about the moustache. That's where it started.
Oh, that's where it started. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, I need to go back. All right, you're quite right. Let's get back to that moustache. I want to know.
I feel like this guy with the moustache looks like he's in disguise.
The
moustache looks a bit odd.
It's a bit YMCA, this moustache, don't you think? I want to know what you lot out there think about this.
I moustache you a question.
There we go. Exactly. Well, this is why I was going to ask Andrew, because he's got a sort of semi, as the Americans call it, semi moustache. Any ideas, Andrew?
Oh, about his moustache? His moustache?
His moustache. Yeah, we call it a moustache. I like that. Emphasis on the moose there. I think that's again a Canadian thing. They've got mooses up there, haven't they? I suppose with the big old antlers. Anyway, any thoughts on the moustache?
It looks great, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit thicker than mine, but
do you think the Lion Knights are the baddies in this or something like that? And he's sort of pretending. Do you think he's in disguise? I think
he does look.
I think it's just a look. I think it's
he
just
looks like he's in disguise. Now you've said it. I can't unsee it. It's like he's a
you can't
pirate.
unsee it.
He's a pirate.
So big on his face.
Medieval.
It's like a medieval version of Pyro or something like that, isn't he? It's bizarre. Yeah, exactly. Andrew has actually got a moustache. I like that. There could be your sidekick on your YouTube channel or something. This is Andrew and the moustache. Now I heard someone has appeared in the green room, folks. They have. So I think it's probably time to get over to them as well. So let's get send us back to normal. We're going to do this in stages tonight. This Lego set, we really are. Because that's it. When you're live, you just don't know what's coming and what's going. You really don't. But anyway, how can I describe our next guest? Well, he's another Australian, folks. This is the hat trick of Australians that are on tonight. It really is. Don't mention the Ashes. This man, he not only gave us the Lego Ideas grand piano, which, by the way, I didn't know that until I was talking with him last night. And I said, because he plays the piano, I said, have you ever built that piano set that came out a few years ago? He went, yeah, I designed it, in his Australian accent, he said. So I thought, well, that's a bit of luck. And anyway, I'm really slightly embarrassed if that was today, I tell you. But he also brought us recently, folks, the Golden Dragon. Now, in Australia right now, it is actually the new lunar year, which happens to be the year of the dragon. So everybody, give it up for our next guest, which is, of course, otherwise known as Donnie Chen. Hello, Donnie.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Donnie. Hello. I'll tell you what we're going to have. We're going to have an Australian sandwich today, folks. We're going to have an Australian sandwich. So let's pop them up there in the middle. There we go. Lovely stuff. And I'm going to pop them in the middle as well. I'm going to keep it nice and even. There we go. Ladies either side. That's it. Donnie, welcome. What can I say? Aussies, you're flying the flag magnificently today for Australia. You really are. I think this is the Helena. Is this the most Australians we've had on London Calling before? I think it must
at one
be,
time. I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have had you and Ruth on at one time, and it probably went absolutely crazy because Ruth gets hallucinations at 4 o'clock in the morning. She really does. We're wearing her onesies. I think it's down to the fact she's wearing a onesie and it's so blooming hot. But anyway, she's I love Ruth to bits. I really do. So anyway, Donnie Chen, tell us a little bit about you and your thing with Lego, and feel free to throw something in there about a piano and a certain golden dragon as well.
Yeah, hi. So hello everyone. So my name is Donnie Chen. So hello to everyone who's listening to the podcast and the host, and all the guests. High five. And so I am a piano teacher, and I'm a big Lego fan, and I'm the designer of the grand piano, and of course the Golden Dragons. So yeah, hello everyone.
Honestly, last night, folks, it was so funny, wasn't it? We were chatting away because we just did a connection test just to make sure it all works for us today. And I said, he said he plays the piano because you don't only play it, you also teach it as well.
Yes.
And I said, oh, you should. Have you ever built that piano, the one that came out a few years ago? And he was like, yeah, it was me. I designed it.
Actually.
Well, it was exactly what happened. I was like, he's having a laugh. At least I researched Donnie Chen, Lego Ideas. I was like, bloody hell, it's him. It really is. And I was honestly, I was like, proper broke the ice moment it did. It was just hilarious. It really was.
So funny.
But of course, the grand piano is kind of been slightly replaced by a certain grand golden dragon these days, Donnie, and it is the new lunar year as well. So happy New Year! It is the year of the dragon. So tell us a little bit about this, because I got to be honest, right? Selena got in touch with me a few weeks before Brickventure and said, do you want me to do a thing where I'll walk around and give us a tour? I said, yeah, that'd be great. And then about a day or so before, news started coming out of Australia, Melbourne, Australia, talking about this golden dragon, this sort of serpentine dragon. And it happened
That's
to be
all
you.
anybody wanted to see.
That's all
That's all they wanted to see was the dragon. So when I did my walk around, I purposely left it for last.
Oh, she did. She did. I mean, I was
Yes,
looking
I
forward to
was
seeing
watching it. I
first.
was watching it.
And
Like you go around the whole hall, and the last thing that you go to
Yeah.
do is the dragon.
I bet Donnie was at the TV going, "What about mine? What about me?" All this sort of thing. So yeah, Donnie, tell us why a golden dragon, and how on earth did you design it? Because I know for a fact there's no tubes going on in that mock design of yours. So tell us a little bit about that. Where did it all begin? The conception to the point of actually getting it out there at Brickvention.
Yep. So basically, I was thinking about building a new mock back in like a year ago in version 2023. So the thing for progression is you have to apply to get in. So like say, okay, this is the things that I built, so I'm going to apply it. So and see if I get the spot to display it. So I was thinking, okay, what can I do to get in next year? So thinking about next year is the year of dragon, so might as well just do dragon. So as it's the year of dragon, so many people will just start building dragons for it. So I wanted to try to do something different, a little bit different. So I'll choose the color as a gold one. So I basically have the concept in my head for quite a long time. I figured out how to do the body connections and things in early February, I would say. But I'll never get to actually start doing building or designing the mock until I think in August. That's where the deadline is to apply for the display. So I just build a head and say, okay, I'm going to do a dragon, and here's the head. Can I get in? So basically, that's how I started on those one. But I actually start sourcing all the parts and stuff very early on, because I know I'll need a lot of those rings, the Harry Potter rings, for example, and we'll need a lot of those tiles for the scales. So basically, start buying those ones throughout the whole year. So every time when I make a Bricklink order, that's going to be on my wanted list. It's just, okay, this is how many rings do you have, how many tiles do you have. I'll just get all of them. I got one order that's from Germany, got me like 800-ish those scales on those ones. So I know I'm going to have to build like 100 rings in total, because that's I got 110 rings in one of my order. So that's how many rings I need. So each of those rings can clip on 12 scales on it. And then 10 out of 12 of them is the 2x4 one. So roughly, I'm going to need like 1,300 of those ones. So it's just bits and bits from many different orders on those ones. So, and then I basically designed the head using Software Studio. Many people use that. So the head was it was quite straightforward. Basically, just getting the shapes right, and then after the head, I need to start thinking about how to actually put the whole body together. I have a concept how it's going to work, but I building digitally and building like physically is still very different on those ones. Initially, I'm just going to put ball joints on the rings to just connect them together, just like a snake. But soon you'll find out like there's no way it's going to support its own weight on it. The ball joint they're flexible, they're not fixed. So I need to come out with a new weight. So end up using those banana gears. So I'm sure some of you have seen it. Some pictures of the inside video of those ones to actually support the weight of the head. So that's how we started. And after the skeleton is done, I need to start putting the scales on from the tails all the way to the front. That took me about a bit more than a week. And they give me a huge back pain. I can tell you, it's a huge back pain. Sitting there every day, I just keep putting the scales on. And the thing is, like the scale, they look exactly the same, but in actual things, when you clip it on, it's all slightly different in angle, because you need to follow along the especially coin section, the middle sections. So they're all slightly different. So you have to kind of pick like what's the next one. So how many space I have for this one, then how many angles I have to twist this one to make it stay on, and yeah. So It turned out better than I thought, definitely. So I'm just glad so people like it.
Yeah, I mean, you must have been really chuffed with it. I mean, the actual model, the sculpture, it looks like he's missing his head at the moment. Where's his head at?
The head is slightly on the left. Yeah,
there it is. Just
wow.
So have you put it on a stand? Is that on its own stand? There is it? Is it like a?
You mean the head?
Yeah, the head.
It's kind of on the box. Yes, I built a stand out of Lego, so just to support it.
I tell you what, I know Lego does Star Wars helmets and Marvel helmets and even DC occasionally. What about doing dragon heads? That could be a thing, couldn't it? Dragon heads.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I have to throw that. I'm going to meet some designers in the next couple of weeks or so. We have to feed it back to them, get a percentage. But yeah, no, it looks amazing. And how many parts altogether was it? Because it's roughly around. It's got to be about $6,000 or so, isn't it?
6,050 to 7,000 parts.
I
think it cost me about $2,000.
$2,000. Oh my word!
Because I don't know exactly how many parts I use. Because besides the head, as I said before, I used it studio to build it. The rest of the body is just freehand. So I didn't actually calculate. I don't know the exact figure. So when I calculated, so okay, I have 10 rings. Each ring I have 30 pieces on each ring. So I have 3,000 on that already. So plus legs, plus the base, and the head is roughly 6,000 to 7,000.
Wow. And do you know what? This is a bit of a shallow question, really, in all honesty. But if you had the choice of the two that you've designed, the grand piano or the golden dragon, which one would you choose? Yeah, you can, guys. You can. I just did. So we won't hold you to it, Donnie. Like tomorrow, you can give us.
That's a tough choice. I think I would choose the piano still. But one of the reasons is because if I don't have the piano, I won't have the whiskers.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. I like it. Good answer. So the piano's good for one thing, folks. It's given us whiskers.
My cousin was joking about it. Oh, you're planning all the way long, so you have to use the whiskers. So you design the piano first, so you can get the whiskers.
And the piano. Well, I mean, wow. Honestly, I'm kind of motivated to actually buy the piano now.
You haven't bought it yet?
I haven't bought it yet. No, I haven't yet.
I have the piano.
Do you?
It's great. I love
it.
Thank you.
It's not right here. It's in my other room.
Oh, it's in his other room. But did it take a long time to build, Andrew? Because it's a pretty unique set, isn't it?
When I'm doing a big set like that, I usually knock them out in a day or two. And my son's here. And we usually get things done pretty quickly. So
yeah. Well,
so
nice.
I mean, I don't know how many hours. I couldn't tell you how many hours it took me, but
yeah. And did it have any like unique sound effects or anything like that? I'm thinking, wasn't there like an app or something where we could play sounds? I'm just trying to remember, cast my mind back to a few.
Yeah, it moves and it's got a motor in it, and the keys move up and down. I mean, I could tell you about it, but maybe Donnie wants to tell you more.
I know. I'm just trying to think of the scale as well. Would the scale work with the jazz club, or is it the
it's much bigger.
It's much
bigger.
bigger.
It's good with Bowser.
Oh, okay.
Bowser.
Oh yeah, no, Bowser. I've seen that. Yes, I have. I've seen Bowser playing.
That'd be cool.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So if you think about it, like they're about how many keys? There's 15 Y keys on it. Each Y key is two stops wide.
Yeah. So it would be quite wide. I see it. Yeah, that's it. I have to put get a special Mills plate for it, Gaz. We would. We absolutely would. Oh, Amberlye's breaking into a new box or something. Amberlye, what's she breaking into? Amberlye, you got to show. You can't just pretend that we're not watching what you're doing up there. Star Wars.
So actually, I am prepping for my first build stream in a long time, and so I'm going to be building this with the light like not beautiful shining on it, but I was gonna take the time to start sorting the parts into my little. I told you I've been doing like the 3D printing and stuff, and I have my little bins. So I thought I'd get a head start because I have such a hard time building on stream that I would sort the parts ahead of time too.
I do as well. I always do. Yeah. Got to be done.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, all right. We won't embarrass you any longer. So, so yeah. So Donny's done the
I actually picked
he's
up
got
the
it there.
piano.
Here we go. How did you do that? Amazing. Look at
Got
this.
very long arms, I think.
Amazing.
It's like Reed Richards of the AFOL community. Cool. Look at that. That is big, isn't it?
So you can see how big it is, I guess, compared to me. Like it's huge.
Yeah, and God.
Well, there's the motor.
Look at the insides of it. It's got Technic in it and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That is really cool.
No, it's awesome.
I tell you what, go really well with my 1989 Batmobile.
Here I can play the piano.
Oh, go on. Oh, that is really cool. Love it.
Very awesome set here, Donnie. That's awesome.
Thank you.
It's so unique. And so, Donnie, last week we had the Lego fan designer for the London telephone box on as well, the K2, John Cramp. What he said, he actually was like on a weekly basis, he would have meetings with the Lego designers to discuss and go over stuff for the project for his set. I mean, your time zone's quite different to Denmark's, but how did you find working with Lego from the point of actually being told and advised, hey, we're gonna make your set, to the point where it actually hit the shelves? How much input did you have into that?
I probably have less input than him because I remember I actually flew to Denmark for holidays, so I actually get to meet the designers face to face. It's for coincidence. So after I planned the whole trip like quite a while ago before my grand piano got approved. So after it got approved, so I'm kind of like, hey, I'm gonna be there around for like 1 or 2 weeks. Is it possible I go to visit the villain and Lego house and things? I said, yeah, come over. And then so we organized some meetings to actually talk to them a little bit on those ones. So they probably I talked to the main designer, Munza. I also talked to the software teams where they develop apps and stuff. So have like 2-3 meetings, and I also get to meet Mike Pisaki, the famous, the legendary Lego designer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Brilliant.
So so all the we have a couple meetings, and then also we also had like 1 or 2 online meetings after that as well. So they're quite keen to know what your ideas and thoughts behind it. And there's one thing I was pointing out before, because when I was in Billund, they showed me a prototype of the model. So it's like it's almost done basically. They'll just have to swap out a few of those parts in different colors on those ones. So, but I noticed one of the things, it's the piano lid when it opens is actually higher than the piano body itself. So I pointed out like, oh no, you can't really do that. So there's no pianos actually in this way. So after you open the grand piano, the lid, they should be just flush with the body, or like it should be even a little bit lower. So I pointed that out, so they change it. So they're quite they would love your feedback on it, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That is good. And would you ever like to display the dragon in the Lego house?
I would love to, but I don't get to apply it. They get invited. So
yeah, I'm going to see Stuart in about 2 weeks. I'm going to see Stuart Harris. I'm going to have a little word with him as well. He's going to be on London calling. So I'll ask him. I'll say to him, you got to check out Donny Chen's outfit. Honestly, I'm going to definitely check it out. All right. Anyway, what we've been doing over the course of this whole stream, not only been talking about strange subject matters, we have like pancakes and Valentine's Day. Now, Donny, you're a family man. We're just curious. We're just asking everyone with a little bit tongue in cheek, really. Are you doing anything for Valentine's Day?
I don't have a specific plan yet. Probably take my wife out for dinner. Just put the kids to my parents and take care of it.
Oh, there you go. Good stuff. That sounds like a plan in itself. Just have some downtime together, which sounds amazing. It really does. Right. Okay. So let's go back to one of the sets arguably one of the sets of the year. What's going to be? Anyway, I've just got to bring it back again. So let me just add this back in again. There we go. It's like the never-ending story. This is. Let's have a look. We just as you arrived, we were going to have a look at this video. So let's take a look at the video then, shall we? There we go. Turn that down. Otherwise, there go Latvia will be after me for some strange reason for the music. There we go. What are we looking at here then? So we'll run through it and then we'll come back to it. We've got a cat, we've got a goat. He looks like he lives in a castle, that geezer. And he's got a terrible masonry. That's nice, isn't it? We've got a few stickers going on there. Red squirrel as well. I like that. That's nice. It's a nice window. Nice curtains as well. All right, let's have a look. Let's dissect this a little bit. First of all, green shelves. All right, last time I was in IKEA, you could definitely not get green shelves. I'm liking the fact he's done it over the 2 shelves, which is quite nice. But the green does work well. I think is that olive? Is that olive green? That's it. That's olive green, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
olive
so.
green.
Looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah, one of the buildings is olive green. Yeah.
Nice. Parisian restaurant. They've been knocking that out a lot recently. What was the other one they did it with recently? The museum, wasn't it? They did it with that.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. We've got one of those long thin cameras. Tiago's got one of these, actually. There we go. We've got the goat there. Okay, so we've got the goat. How do we feel about the goat then? I'm pretty happy about having another goat. Gaz, how do you feel about a goat? You love a bit of medieval.
Yeah, no, I like it. I've got the white one as well, and the CMF range as well. It's just come out soon. The more colours, the better, I think so.
Good stuff. Yeah, I agree. Actually, we've got technically there are 3 out there, 2 accessible this year, of course. I'm intrigued to know who's thinking about getting this. Helena, is this the sort of thing you would get? It's not really your thing.
I really like it, but I have no space at the moment to build anything, anything at all. So yeah, probably not right now. But maybe if I reorganize things down the track, I'll grab it.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. Good stuff. What about you, Mr. Brick and Brood? What do you think?
I'll get it for sure. It might not be day one, depending on promos, I guess. But I'm looking over at I have line lights over there, and I could really see like trying to fit both of those into like a kind of a cool foresty, maybe even maybe throw the line lights on a bit of a platform mountain and have the like this a little bit below it. Like be cool scenes with it. I was just thinking you might even be able to. I was thinking never going to put this stuff into the city. But you could maybe make it like a Renaissance fair, like at a museum type thing where there was like a castle and like you could totally
next door to the museum or something like that, you know.
Yeah, totally.
So
turn it into medieval times.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's good figures. It's got the geezer there with a moustache. It's a big moustache. I mean, you could literally curl up. It's like a blanket on your face. Carrie, well, what about this? Does this float your boat? I mean, could you put this in your city? I mean, what's going on?
I mean, I don't dislike it, but both Ian and I sort of just agreed that it's not a day one for us.
Yeah,
and we're not really sure where it will go in our house.
Very few things are day one. But yeah, so we've already got a number of like medieval sets. And so the plan was that we would have like a little Renaissance fair. We've got like the joust set and stuff like that. So we'd have that.
You could do with jousting. Jousting would be quite good. I think that'd be a nice touch.
The jousting set's really good.
But we wouldn't have enough space to also incorporate this.
Yeah, it's too big, I think, to fit in. That's the problem.
So yeah, and then I don't know what we'd do with it.
We'd build it and then we'd put it somewhere and it'd get knocked on the floor.
Yeah.
And then we'd be like, oh, we need to put it back together. And then we never would.
Yeah, we'd just leave it on the floor.
Yeah.
I love all these barriers you guys are sort of putting up. But they'll still buy it. They will buy it. What about you, Amberley? I know you love Star Wars. You've got a lot of Star Wars going on behind you there. What about medieval times? You know, back.
Yeah. So my, you know, I mean, we all knew this was coming a long time ago. And my thoughts on it have actually changed very recently. Because I you know, my husband has well, not the Lion Knight's castle, but the Creator Castle, and he's very, you know, into all this.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Baldur's Gate, which is a video game that's based on D&D, and I've been playing a little bit of D&D 2 as well over, the course of the last few months and things. And like, this thing is speaking to me more. I like the little, like, one of the things I absolutely love is the little stories. Like, that's what gets me completely. When I purchase modulars, very specifically, I love the ones where there's like a story being told. And so this one is really speaking to me far more than, like, I would say it would have like 3 weeks ago. So I might get this one.
Yeah, I mean, bang for buck, this is not bad value for money, I don't think, is it? I mean, let's take a look, shall we? We never look at the detail. Carrie probably knows this down to the letter. What do we got? So we got 3,304 pieces for £200. I mean, that's a billy bargain. That is. Gaz, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think that's actually quite good. And also, actually, I did notice on one of the other in the video they had that tapestry in it. I think it's probably going to be a sticker, but it just looks amazing. I didn't even pick up on it straight away. Yeah, it was in a bit of the video, but it's like it's almost like a Bayer tapestry type thing, but just like vertical instead. But it looks stunning.
So I still can't get over this sword on the bed. That's the thing. Just you imagine jumping into bed without any pajamas on, you might do yourself a mischief. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's go. We've got a nice treat. I like that. There's Sal there. You've got a goat for 10p. Oh, blimey.
That's not Bricklink price, obviously.
I was going to say, yeah. And they heard of inflation in those days. There we go.
Yeah, if you look on that building right on the right-hand side there, there's the tapestry there. Look how, that looks really, really colourful.
We need a closer picture of that. It's going to be a sticker and a half that is to put on. Let's have a look. Let's see if it's in the video, shall we? Let's see if it's in this video. There we go. Oh, I've got to turn that music off.
I really like that music as well, though. So.
It's the old England-y sort of music. It's like an old prog rock album. It does. Selling England by the pound. If you know, you know. Let's have a look, shall we? He's opening it up. I don't think we're going to get this tapestry shot. There we go. It's got a wheel going up.
Yeah.
There it is. We got it there.
Look at that. See, that's just
all
the details in that.
Yeah, I need to see what's actually on that because there'll be all sorts of references.
Oh yeah, but you can imagine as well.
It's a yellow castle. It's a yellow castle. Yeah, it's a yellow castle.
But you can imagine someone making a life-size version of that out of Lego bricks with all the details in. That would just
they look like they're jousting.
Beautiful.
I'd say they were jousting. There's the yellow castle and there's some tents. That's what we need. We need a set next year with all the tents. Good. Now there was actually a medieval London Bridge. There was back in the day, and they had buildings on it reminiscent of these. Strangely enough. So I'll definitely be up for doing something like that one day. That could be a mock. That could be a sort of mock you take around with you. Can you imagine that? But there it goes. You got all these click-overs. Yeah, is the Yellow Castle and the Jester set. There we go. We could get a remake of the Jester set. I'm presuming there was one back in the day. There we go. So Craig's saying the D and the D set is really cool. Not seen it, honest. Oh, there we go. And it goes. And the video promo they did was really cool. Yeah, I like the one that they had out on Twitter and on Instagram as well. The videos have been very good this year. Gaz, I've got to ask you because you got the Viking set. Do you think this is actually better than the Viking set, or do you think that's just something that sits on by itself anyway?
Oh, I think they're both quite equally good. But you can't really compare them because one's a bit more further behind in time. So.
Are they really? Well, how far behind was the Vikings to medieval? Because they look the same to me. They've just got horns sticking out their head. That's the only thing I can.
I think they were before because wasn't it? They used to have wooden forts, and then it was William the Conqueror, and then they started doing stone forts, and then that led into medieval. I think. I can't quite remember, but I think it's something like that. But probably maybe 100 years after.
Then you go to the 1800s and the 1700s, and the Americans they loved the old forts, didn't they? They made them out of wood. They didn't make them out of stone, did they?
So, didn't make them out of straw though. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Don't do that. I mean, those arrows you ain't got to fill them with a little bit of fire, and you're going to be in trouble. There we go. But yeah, okay. What do you reckon, Fleur? This could be a good one for your son, maybe. Yeah.
I really like it. I'm really into this kind of medieval stuff. It's always been my thing. The only thing I would probably want to mod the roofs on the two buildings that don't have the sort of real thatch feel. To me, I really like the texture, and if you're looking at the right hand side of the screen, those three feel really finished. And I just feel like there's those two that sort of stick out to me as not feeling as textured. So I'd probably mod that, but I really love it as a set. I think it's really cool. Yeah, into it. I'm going to have to apologize. I have a child who needs breakfast, so I'm going to have to head off in a minute.
No, that's fine. That's totally fine. But yeah, so with that in mind, then that's. I think we've looked at this long enough now. So with that in mind, let's get rid of it, shall we? Anyway, let's get rid of it just like that. There we go. We're all back again as normal.
Hey,
So anyway, so Fleur, I always ask people just before they go what they're going to be doing. Lego wise for the rest of the week. Are you going to be? You got any plans for the weekend?
I do. So I've just started work on my next Brickvention build for 2025. I did have to laugh before, Donnie, when you said, "Oh, what can I do to make sure I get into the show?" You can just say, "Hi, I'm Donnie 10. Would you like me to exhibit?" And we'll all go, "Yes, please," because you're amazing. I was so fangirl when I met Donnie at Brickvention. I didn't even know how to say hi initially. I was too shy because most of my sewing machine is made out of the piano, and the piano is my favorite Lego idea set ever. I was so excited to meet Donnie, and he is just the most down-to-earth, beautiful man. So I think it's lovely to see you again.
Oh, thank you. Lovely to see you.
So yes, I am. I'll just grab what I'm building at the moment.
Yeah, please do.
Being a Lego thing. So I am doing a Victorian doll's house as my current thing.
Oh wow!
Oh, so great idea. Let's take a look.
Oh wow!
That's one of the rooms and one of the pieces of furniture. Wow, so obviously it's a lot bigger than minifig scale. It's about double minifig scale, I guess. So I'm wanting to do a full 3-story Victorian doll's house. I've done a bathroom and I've just done that hutch dresser and just started to work with. I'm just ordering parts because it's just absolute nightmare. So I just got in the mail my bricks and pieces order, which is
good stuff. All the way from Denmark. Yeah.
And because I'm going to do inverted tiles on every roof and have the sort of ceiling roses and things like that as well. So it's going to be a project across the whole year because there's a huge amount of parts in it, and but I'm absolutely loving doing it. Years and years ago I did miniature furniture making classes, and this to me is connected to that. So I feel like I'm really into, and it's so funny, we talked earlier about being on the show and having to be on a clock. I would have spent 6 hours on one hutch dresser. I'm spending so much time trying to get things really to look like they're not Lego with the furniture. So that's my project, and I'm going to spend some time today, once I've done a little bit of parenting and cleaning, I'm going to get back into building the next piece of furniture.
Oh, well, Fleur, honestly, I got so many more questions, and hopefully one day you'll come back on later in the year.
I'd love to come back on. I'm sorry, it's gone so fast.
I know. It does. Honestly, when we're doing the full 3 hours, it does. It just goes just like that. It does. But anyway, look, thank you for being here today. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you, and enjoy the rest of your week. And look forward to sort of seeing the finished article when it's done and dusted.
Oh, thanks for having me. It was lovely to meet everyone. And Lena, hi, Donnie, hi. Lovely to meet everybody else. And I'll definitely join you again in the future.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Flo. And take care and look after yourself, and have a wonderful weekend.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, Flo. Bye. Oh, well, that was Fleur, everybody. Now, don't forget, folks, all you lovely peeps that are out there, everybody's details who's in the panel this week. You'll find all their details down in the description below. And if you happen to be one of those people, #replay gang, there's a little favor. Leave us a little comment. I know a few of you have started leaving me some comments now, which is really nice. All quite positive as well, which is always a bonus. But also as well, check out the survey, folks. I didn't even mention it at the top of the stream, and we've had 91 votes already on it, which was basically asking, I'm intrigued to know about the panel, actually. We've lost the Canadian, by the way. Did you asking the question? Did you buy a set from the Bricklink Designer Program series 1 this week, which I found very exciting because the servers fell over straight away.
Surprise!
I did, but did anyone else? Snelena, did you buy any of those this week from the Bricklink Designer Program?
I didn't, no, but I was lucky enough to see them all at Brickventions. So they were all on display at Brickvention. So I've already seen them all built. And they are amazing. They look really good. So, but no, again, I've just got no time, no space, nothing to. Yeah, so I've skipped them this time, but I've still got some of the older ones that I need to build.
Yeah.
So I've still got the mountain observatory and the mountain windmill.
Oh, that is a good one. Andrew will be back, I'm sure, folks. But he that's one of his favorite ones. It really is. That's intriguing, that is. Yeah. Oh, and let me know in the chat as well. I want to know what everyone else bought. We're going to do the PMQ in a moment, but I just want to ask the panel if anyone did buy them from the Bricklink Designer Program. Donnie, did you buy any at all from the Bricklink Designer Program Series 1?
No, I skipped this time as well because I have a huge backlog there. I haven't built yet. I have a ton of sets. I don't have space. I think it's the things for like almost all the A-folds now. They always have a backlog that things they want to build, and then the wanted list. And then okay, this is the thing that I have to buy. I'm just waiting for it on sale and things like that.
True.
Yeah, no, it's a thing. It is a thing. It really is. Don't forget, folks, let me know exactly what you got as well. I'm intrigued. I'll give you guys a shout out as well. Gaz, did you buy any at all?
I didn't know.
Gaz didn't buy any. Oh my god! No. I thought you would have bought the Western one. I definitely had you down for the Western one.
No, I was
Hey, Rosie.
Just give it a skip. But no, but I've just been trying to get stuff all sorted out for Bricktastic, so it's like that's gonna have to take priority. So.
Yeah,
but it's fine. But the instructions are you can better get the instructions if you really wanted them. You can just piece them together afterwards.
You can, so, you can do that. That's true. You can do that. What about you, Amberlai? Did you buy any at all?
So I had like a super bad experience with ordering these.
Oh, okay. Tell us about it.
Because when I was living in Los Angeles is when I had ordered it. And of course it takes so long before they're actually produced. And when I had moved, they basically told me that they couldn't ship it to my new address. And their answer was, well, we can refund you and you can repurchase it. And I was like, no, I can't repurchase it. Like that's not going to happen. Can you just ship it? And they're like, no, sorry. So ever since then, I've just been like, you know what? I'm staying away from those because, you never know when things are going to change and it takes so long. Yeah. So
because what a lot of people get. Yeah, they are. But a lot of people get caught out because they'll pay with them with cards. And then the cards will kind of expire, and Lego will get in touch with them and stuff like that. That could be a hassle. Carrie and Ian, did you guys buy any from this series 1?
I mean, we've got a huge backlog. We don't have much time, but of course we did. Yes,
of course you did. Absolutely. I'm trying to think what I would have thought that you guys would have bought.
Mountain Fortress.
No, I don't think they would have gone Mountain Fortress.
Snack Shack.
Snack Shack. Yeah, it's Carrie. She loves a snack. Snack Shack.
No, you can get the Snack Shack.
No way, really?
We love
the train shed, the old train shed.
No.
Oh man.
You're
running out of options. Yeah.
Did you go Parisian restaurant? Parisian Street.
Yeah, Prison Street. Yeah, I like buildings.
Good stuff. He's all happy with himself. Nah, you didn't get that, did you? Did you? Was that the only one you bought, or did you let Ian buy one as well?
Just that one.
Oh, that's good. It's a good one. That is. I think that one's still available. Actually, last time I looked. Anyway.
Yes. So that one is. It's about halfway.
Yeah. So it's going to be made. I mean, unbelievable. The design, the fan designers of those sets. Well, what is it? 30,000 times $300. Blimey, that's not bad, is it? You get even 1% of that. That's a nice little earner.
I think.
Yeah, I think it might be 5%.
5%.
Yeah, 5%.
5% of 300 times a lot of money. But anyway, good on them. Anyway, that's the whole idea of it. So great stuff. Well done them, and they brought us some fantastic designs. So anyway, a few of us have got them. I bought 2 Snack Shacks because I love a snack shack. I really do. I love a snack as well. And what was the other one I got? The old train shed. I had to get that. That's my favourite one. I've been wanting that for ages. And that was it, really. I was thinking of getting the castle one, but you know what put me off buying the castle is the medieval town square that came out, because I was thinking, well, that goes with the Lion Knight's castle.
Yeah.
So that's why I'll end up getting that most likely.
I mean, Lego just crank out so many castles.
Oh, they are putting out a lot of castle stuff at the moment.
You know, you're a bit spoiled for choice.
They are really, and like Amber Liar said, the Creator 3-in-1 set is an absolute corker. And I think I bought 2 of those because they can do quite a decent rebrickable on those as well. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, good stuff. Well, I tell you what, right? I think let's see what they're saying out there. Alex is saying I ordered the train shed and the snack shack. Yeah, exactly what I ordered, my friend. I did order 2 snack shacks though.
Snack shack.
Yeah, snack shack. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a Sean Connery snack shack. There we go. Paul F. He goes. I bought the castle and the snack shack. I can't always say that quite right. And John's Brick says I bought the old train shed and the Parisian street. Nice. Some good sets out there. Polar Bricks. Yeah, even if you didn't buy them, let me know why you didn't buy them, folks. No, not this time. Like the train shed and the Western store, which I'm really surprised that has not sold nowhere near as well as the others. Space and money limits made it a pass for me. Yeah, which kind of helps really in some respects. KO says I bought nothing on BDP as it's not the strongest series, to be honest. Yeah, I think they could be slightly watering down a little bit.
Well,
nothing.
Actually, KO actually has 2 designs in the series 4 that you can vote for right now.
Really? Does he?
Yes, he does.
He has the Hermit Summit and the bridge that I can't remember the name of.
The bridge, they're still doing it, still doing the rounds. Okay, good stuff. Hopefully we'll see them as well when he's at
the other one as well.
Yeah, he's got the roof. It's quite medieval.
It's a house.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. See, you want medieval stuff, folks? Bricklink seems to be the place to get it. Clever Pig. He goes, I bought nothing too. I was going to get the castle, but saw a review and it was really empty on the inside. Series 3 looks very strong though. Oh yeah, I'll get another series one day. I love the Brick Cross Station from Series 2. So I'm confused. Ian, you'll know the answer to this. I asked you. Why is it called Series 1 when we've bought Studgate and the...
it's complicated, isn't it? So they had...
because 1 was then. It should be about 4 now.
Well, so there was the original Bricklink program, which was when they had like the fire truck and the shooting gallery and all of that. And that was before Lego bought Bricklink.
Yeah, so that was the April designer program.
So yeah, that was, they had to source all of the bricks and make the sets themselves, and they were quite expensive and they were very limited on what they could do.
Yeah.
Then you had the Invitational.
Yeah, so they went with the Invitational, which had 3 rounds to it. Yeah. And so that was people whose entries had hit 10K but hadn't been selected.
Yeah.
So yeah, on ideas. So some of those people were asked to then enter. So that's why it was the Invitational. They were asked, and then they've opened up this new Bricklink designer program, which anyone can submit, and there are rules, and it has to be vetted before it goes through. But there aren't any, anyone can do it. Yeah. I think even if you're under 18, you can do it as long as you've got a parent who signs off on it as well. So it's much more open. And so the round that you've just been able to buy is the first round of that
series. So you had round 1 for the Invitational and series 1.
Okay, so
for the subtle difference.
It is a subtle difference. Devil's in the detail. It really is.
Yeah, and they have just announced the sets that you can vote for the 4th series.
Yeah.
Okay, and is that's what the podcast goes into this week, isn't it?
Yeah, we very quickly go through them. I mean, there's over 200.
260 odd, I think it was.
So trying to fit that into a podcast is tricky. So it's
you did well this week because you wasn't particularly well this week, was you?
Yeah,
so good on you.
I had to edit out quite a lot of coughs from the podcast.
Was there really? Was it? And probably you saying, for God's sake.
Yeah.
As well.
You not cough while I'm making a point. It's very annoying. You did pretty well.
Yeah, that can be aggravated. That can be, even if they haven't got a
Just
cough.
say it again.
All right, that's fair game. That's fair game. All right. So anyway, so we've spoken about that then. A lot of people out there have bought some. Quite a lot of people have passed. I mean, these series come around quite a lot. It is intriguing and it is quite different. It's eclectic. So I kind of like it. I do like it. I tend to buy one at least. The train shed was always, I always wanted that to be a proper Lego idea set. And the snack shack, I just like the idea. I think it will go really well with the Lego City 2024 burger van. I really do. Oh, yeah. Now, I think we've reached the point of the stage of the show. Andrew's not coming back by the looks of it. So let's see if he's dropped me a message. No message.
He did put something in the group on the main chat saying he had a problem with the power had gone or something. We'd lost.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I was going to say because he messaged me. So yeah, okay.
Got to unplug his moose and plug it back in again.
He's having moose issues up in Canada.
The moose loose about the Zeus. Yeah.
Oh, blimey, you're going back a bit there, guys, aren't you, mate? What can I do? Right, okay. So let's have a look at this week's PMQ then, shall we? The panel members' question. This week, folks, this week's PMQ has been brought to us by the irresistible, notorious even at times, Rick Brickham. And Rick asks the following question.
Hey Greg, Rick Brickham coming at you from Brickham's Den. You can find me over on Instagram at Rick Brickham or on YouTube at Brickham's Den. And my question for you and the panel is, have any of you tried designing anything in digital format using Brickling Studio or any other digital program? And if so, what did you make? If not, would it be something you'd consider doing in the future? And what would be one of the first things you would make in digital format? Let me know. Over to you, Greg.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Rick Brickham. Now, if you want to know the details of Rick Brickham and where to find him, and honestly, so many people got in touch with me and said, he's doing Rick. He's going to do in the PMQ this week. A lot of people got very excited about that. You'll find his details, of course, down in the description below. It's almost like having the 11th person on the panel. It really is. So someone who knows a little bit about doing mocking and digital designing and stuff like that, is of course Gaz. So Gaz, tell us, have you done it before? I think yes. And what program do you use? And tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I have. So I use Studio. I did start with LDD, which is the Lego's own version, which was a bit fine. It was of its time, but you can't get it anymore, and you can then port everything from there into Studio. So now I use that, and I use that first to do most things, apart from rock work, which I won't do in there because I don't have the patience because it's a bit tedious. But so pretty much everything I've built, really, I've done in Studio first of all, just because my parts collection has got better now because we've done some pad wall visits, but generally I don't have everything I'm going to need. So like, for example, one of the ones I've yet to build, I've got masonry bricks in there, which is, it's like, great, I've got loads of them on the pad wall, but I've gone for, I did go with a dark tan, which I couldn't get in the end, so I've had to switch it to dark brown, so a dark grey, which also I don't have. So of all the colours I've got, I don't have that one. So, but yeah, I usually do there. So I've done TARDISes, the junkyard, unit lab,
do you do everything? Do you absolutely do it? Now, why do you do it in that? Why not sketch it? Do you do it because you think, actually, I want to know fairly precisely the amount of parts that I need to order from Bricklink and Brickout and all those sort of places?
Yeah, so it'd be so I know exactly what I need to order. And also sometimes there's a bit like, I haven't got it to hand, but the interior doors I've got for the 8th Doctor's TARDIS, which you'll see if you go to Bricktastic. But I've got the reverse of a jumper plate on there because the texture on it is really useful. But then to get it on the doors and to get them to shut together properly just took absolutely ages to do. So I had to work out which way it was going to build it. So there's a lot of messing around in Studio first. So I didn't want to just have the parts and then find out, actually, I need to get even more parts again. So there's a lot of messing around, trial and error with that. But even then, once I've built it, I do still then tweak it in real life as well. So because it doesn't take into account gravity. So one of the builds I've got, you've got these arm struts. There's 6 of them because there's always 6 in the flipping TARDISes, and 6 sides in Lego. No, it doesn't work. Anyway, so you got 6 of these things, and they all go up to this like structure like this, and it's perfect in studio. It's absolutely perfect. But then in real life, when I first built it, it was just it's a sagging because it's like, right, what else do I need to do it? So you've got to have a bit of give and take with it. I find personally, anyway. But yeah, so I've done a lot of most of the things I do now. But
and do you find the more you use it, the quicker you get at it?
Yeah. And it's also good as well, just for trying out new techniques, finding new ways of solving problems as well. But there are sometimes little limitations in there. So I have got it on my desk anyway. So I've got this Dalek here with a big gun. In studio, this bit fits inside that bit perfectly. But in real life, no, it doesn't. So, so there's ever so slight little errors like that you've got to then work around in real life. So I think in the end, I just managed to did I put a stud in there? Yeah, I just put a stud in there and it fit fine. So I did manage to get the look. It wasn't quite the way.
Okay, interesting. Now, news flash, folks. A news flash before we go to Amberlaya. We've got Andrew Phillips, aka Brickin' Brood. Says the power is back up, but the kids home and fussing around. I'm going to stay off. Thanks for having me on today. I enjoyed chatting with the Aussies as well. We love chatting with Aussies. We really do. They're a good bunch. They really are. Right, Amberlaya. Have you ever used it before? Have you ever used a designing software at all?
Yeah. Well, I was mentioning before how when I was doing the custom briquettes that I had dove into it. The thing is, as a software engineer, I really, so first off, there is a learning curve. Even if you've done regular like 2-dimensional software, you've worked with that, it's because you're working in 3D, right? So there's already a little bit of a learning curve. And personally, I felt like the software wasn't really user friendly, and it took a lot of like YouTube videos and all this stuff for me to finally figure out how to even use it and use it effectively. So I made a lot of mistakes and I struggled through it a lot. And I think it's really a great tool for, again, like what I was able to do is mock out basically what I would need for like the structures and basically what something might look like. But I can tell you when I got to real building, I definitely had to make modifications and make some changes. I wasn't doing anything at a large scale, so I didn't have to worry about like gravity and stuff. But even then, it looked fine in studio. It seemed fine. And then in real life, I'm like, that doesn't really work. So I did have to, finagle some of that stuff. But I think, I mean, for free software, I suppose it's fine. With my 3D printing, I've been using Fusion 360, where I actually designed a Lego brick in there.
Yeah.
And so I was considering sort of seeing if there was a way to play around with more Lego stuff in that one because of, it's obviously a little bit more advanced. But yeah, it's now wait, what I'm really waiting for though, I've been meaning to talk about this.
There's more.
The Apple Vision Pro just came out, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm waiting for is an app where you just have your bricks and you just like put that Vision Pro on and you just start picking them
build
up
it by hand,
building them. That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm in on that one. Definitely have some of that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is being able to just like in the world put the bricks on and stuff and do it that way.
Or even do life-size bricks as well. Scale them up so we could literally build our own Lego houses. Can you imagine that? What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to build a house out of Lego in a virtual world. It'd be crazy. It's Minecraft for adults. I love it. What a great idea. Nice one, Amberlaya. I love that, especially with the Apple stuff as well. Apple Wiser. Let's pop down. Let's pop down south. So south, in fact, it's a place called a continent called Australia. Donnie. Your designs, I mean, they're pretty epic. They are. The piano for one, and then of course the golden dragon. You must surely use some sort of digital design software for those.
Yes, I also started with LDD first, the Lego version. I actually built the whole piano, my own prototype, with just LDD before I actually physically build it and make lots of adjustments on those ones. And then slowly switch to Studio, and then it's a great tool to use because it I think that one of the great thing is like you can actually just have one of the bricks that you want or a feature you want just floating there, and then you can just work your way through with the connections between them. And then the other thing is like, especially when you have a bigger building, you want to swap out some of those key elements. You don't have to take the whole thing apart. You can just, okay, we'll replace this one in different color, or, we want to just reverse the direction of those one. You can just one click and that's it. And then you can start building the rest of those one. And the other thing I think is, I find it's good, it's about how easy to order parts that you want. I don't have a really big collection of parts that I want. I basically just keep I try to keep all the useful ones, and not really in particular in color, but just random colors. But once you're starting to build a mock, then you need to know certain colors. Then you need to start sourcing them online, Bricklink, right? And it just make it so easy. Just one click, and then you have your wanted list sort out, and then you have how many stores that you need to buy from. They just sort it out for you. You need 1,000, no, not 1,000, sorry, like 200 parts in total. Like you can get it like in this 3 store that will save you money for shipping.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best part that I like it. It's much easier.
Yeah, the part, the kind of chain of it all, it kind of helps ordering stuff up. Very cool, very cool. Okay, very insightful. Now, Donnie, a little bird tells me you've actually got to go. You've got to pop to work now.
Yes. I have a long day of teaching ahead.
Okay, well, good stuff on teaching piano, which is is it? I presume it is teaching piano, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, super. Well, look, thank you so much for being here today, and firstly showing off your skills and telling us a little bit about you, which is kind of super awesome. And also as well, thank you as well from just about the whole AFOL community for designing and creating and building the wonderful Golden Dragon. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to next time and have more time and do more chattings.
It'd be grand to have you back on again and catch up and see how you've been getting on. But anyway, for now, Donnie, take care. Look after yourselves, and
thank you.
We'll see you again.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Oh, that was Donnie. Well, this is getting all intimate now. It is. It's nice. It's 5 of us. I'm loving this. Okay, cool. So where should we go next? So I did a grid, so I knew that who exactly I'd asked, and now it's gone to hell. So let's stay on the southern continents, shall we? And you've got to tell us as well. Tell us a little bit about the cat. What's the cat's name?
The cat's name is Abigail. And she's especially here to say hello to Rebecca. Rebecca loves my cat. Oh, there you go. Yes, Rebecca loves the cat. Rebecca has phone conversations with my cat. I'll call Rebecca, and Abigail will want to talk to her. So yeah, Rebecca loves her. But if I wasn't holding her, she would be either yelling or she would be under the desk biting my leg. So I figured this was the least intrusive way to keep her quiet and occupied. She's more like a dog than a cat. So she'll play fetch. She's always in the shower, like getting dripped on and getting water. And she came out one day from having her little morning shower and actually shook herself off like a dog. So yeah, she's my little baby.
Oh, that's very cute indeed. So before we ask Nolene if she uses digital software, because you do some pretty awesome mosaics, you really do. Let's see what they're saying out in the chat. Firstly, Minark saying that was a great question from Brickham's Den. Brickham's saying thank you for that. Brickham's Den is saying, exactly part selection in my collection, or lack thereof, is what nudged me to digital, and now I just love it. I know the 2K folks absolutely love it as well. They're addicted to it, they reckon. I've never used it, says Minark. I've been meaning to try it though, but love good old in-hands mocking, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. I used to build Patronus for an ideas challenge, as I was impressed with how user-friendly it is. LDD was not nearly as user-friendly as that. Robert Sullivan says, after 3 hours of frustration, going back to what we were talking about a little bit earlier on, with the help of Lego customer service, I was able to order the Bricklink train shed. Good choice, Robert. And let's hope it was worth it. I'm pretty sure it will be. Maybe I have to try and get some of those designers on as well. Dave Cartledge says digital designs are great if you know what you're trying to build, but can't beat playing with random scraps to get inspiration. That's a good idea. That's probably where Minark does it as well. So Selena, then you do some pretty kind of out there mosaics, nebulas. I mean, they're pretty difficult to do. With that in mind, do you use a digital format at all, or do you just do it all by hand?
So the Carina Nebula, the one that has the blue in it, the blue and orange, that one I actually did digital for Brick Slopes 2022. Had a digital section, and I actually got second place for it in Brick Slopes for the best digital. So it was after that I decided I wanted to actually build it in real pieces. And so I like using it, like the others have said, for using it to generate a parts list as well. But also, to Amberly's point, it's a lot of time on YouTube trying to figure out how to do, how do I make this bit go here, or how do I, and the spinning thing is like the first couple of times you use it is just, no, it's like, no, stop, stop moving. I just want to put something here. And it's, so for a new user, it's frustrating. But yeah, I'm lucky I've got a few friends who use it quite proficiently, so they've been able to help me learn how to use it better. But even things like building in stages and stuff, so that like to Donnie's point, if you want to change something, you don't have to pull the whole model apart. Well, I still haven't quite figured that bit out yet, so I still need to select and hide random selections of bricks at times, and then I often find myself there's things floating off into space because I think I've attached it, but then when you zoom out, it's like, no, hang on, why is it over there? So it's a bit hard with that, where it looks like it's attaching or it looks like it's meant to be, but then when you zoom out, it's actually not in alignment. So yeah.
Very cool. Blimey.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's not great for doing mosaics, though.
I was going to say, what mosaics are pretty kind of harsh. I mean, there's probably other programs out there that can do it much easier, much better, where you can literally take a photograph and put it on. I mean, when you go into some of the stores, they have those, don't they?
Yeah, that's the thing, is that like people think mosaics are easy. You just take a picture and the software will do it for you, but it actually needs a lot of manual intervention as far as making sure the colors are right, making sure the balance of the contrast and the detail is there, so that you get the representation of your picture or your photo to come through properly in the build. Because if you just drop a photo into Studio and press the mosaic button, it's not going to look very good at all. So yeah.
Cool.
So they're not as easy as everyone likes to think they are.
No.
So I take my my nickname of finger painter with a bit of tongue in cheek. So yeah.
Finger painter. Yeah, definitely more to it than that for sure.
It's also actually, just going back to the user friendly bit. The bit that I find really difficult to use now is anything like a flex tube at all, because trying to get that to curve round and connect from one bit to the other, it's just
is that even possible? Can you do it on there?
It's supposed to be. I've not got it to work yet, because it does weird things when you try and do it. It's like you start moving it and then the whole thing starts moving like a snake, so it just has its own independent thought or something.
It does.
And you're just like, no, I'm just going to put the bar down there, and I'll say, in real world, I'm just going to connect it up, but I'm not going to try. It's not enough hours in a day. So.
Yeah. Very cool indeed. Okay. Watching Helena with her cat always stresses me a little bit. It really does. The cat clawed her to bits one time.
Yeah.
But yeah, be careful, Helena. Okay, so what about the brick bods then? They're always playing with bricks and stuff. Question is though, do they do it in digital format? Carrie, let's come to you. Do you or do you not?
No, I tried once, and I wanted to throw my machine out of the window because it was just frustrating, really, really frustrating. I'm like, this can't be that hard, but it doesn't make sense to me. I wanted to use it to like recolor a set, and so I couldn't find a way to get the set like straight in.
Yeah.
I think you can download some. They have like some models that you can just import in, but the one that I wanted wasn't there. So I'm like, I have to build this in the studio to then just recolor it. I'm like, I'm not up for that. So I got Ian to do it instead. He seems to know what he's doing a lot more.
So Ian, sorry, I should have gone straight to Ian. So Ian, now that you're the labourer among the big buds that we now know, how do you find using it, and is it intuitive and stuff like that?
So I started with Lego Digital Designer.
Okay.
I started long enough ago with Lego Digital Designer that I remember where you could build your design in it and then buy that set from Lego. They had very early on, they had that feature where you could just go, send me these bricks.
Wow.
Yeah,
and
cool.
In terms of usability, it was so much better. It had features in it where you could select a stud and select an anti-stud on another piece and go connect these together, and it would do it for you.
Wow.
You know, if that meant moving hinges and stuff, it would sort it all out. In terms of doing like flexible pipe work, you could do that so much easier on it. And just moving around was much nicer. The problem was that because it was set at that early stage of going, you can build these sets, the part range was a lot more limited. And so it actually ended up having two modes in it. It had a simple mode and then the advanced mode where it had every possible piece in every possible color.
Wow.
So, but that meant that you didn't know if what you designed was buildable because you didn't know if that part came in that color.
Yeah.
So that's where Studio has the advantage that you can use any part in any color, but it will then warn you and say that part isn't available in that color. So there are differences in it, and I think Studio came from the point of view of it came from Bricklink. It was there to help them sell Lego. So it's things like you can click on a brick and say, find me a compatible brick.
Right.
So, you know, you get those extra things, or click on a brick and say, can you find the alternative? Because as we've seen, there are a lot of pieces where they, you know, most people would say these two pieces are the same, but they've got different element IDs because, you know, the sprue has moved or the clips are slightly thicker. So Studio has advantages in that area. So it's much better for actually going, I want to buy the parts. But usability wise, Lego Digital Designer was just better.
You know, I wanted to mention when you were talking about those pieces, right? I was designing something and it said that the part was available in a particular color. But it turns out it was only ever made in like a Disney Princess poly bag from like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And I could not find this part anywhere. So, you know, I did appreciate letting me know, yes, technically Lego did make it in this color.
Yeah.
Whether you can find it is a question.
Yeah.
And
Embellize, they're building a mock with a whole, like, you know, rows and rows of original goats and stuff. And like, they're available. They're available. They exist. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then,
$7,000
later.
Yeah, that's right. It's true.
It is true, though, isn't it? That's the thing. That it's difficult. So I've never used it. I do want to use it. I mean, to me, it just seems like a brilliant thing to do. Like, you know, if you got a quick break or anything like that, to be able to just, I don't know, just play around with it. It's a bit like having, you know, if I was on a budget or something like that, when it came to Lego and stuff like that, and I wanted to get really proficient at it, it's definitely, I definitely think that's a brilliant way in, especially if you like Minecraft and games like that. I would imagine that would the two, there'd be like quite almost
talking of, so Ambler brought up the Apple Vision stuff.
Yeah.
But the Quest 3 has a Lego augmented reality game in it, which I keep meaning to look up the details of it. I don't know exactly how much you get to build. I think it's more you get to move structures around rather than individual bricks, because actually trying to build something in an augmented reality would be fiddly. So it'd be interesting to actually see if anyone has.
No, but I tell you why it would be good. It'd be really good if we had something like a Lego Masters brick pit or something like that. Oh my God, that would be sensational. Could you imagine it? You wouldn't want to take the visions off or anything like that. I want to stay in the studio with the brick pit.
Grab all the minifigures.
What's also interesting with the Apple Vision Pro is because it does use your eye movement to determine like where, what to select and things like that. You would be able to like look at a piece and you could then, grab it and then look at the place that you would want to put it. So I think that there could be some really interesting, fun things they could do there that would, the virtual reality for a lot of the other headsets, I could absolutely see it being much harder than Studio. But I think what Apple's doing with that would be really interesting to see, with being able to get that kind of more fine-grained movement.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I did at one point start looking at is being able to turn something that you created in Studio into a model that you could then do essentially a minifig scale walkthrough using a VR headset.
Oh yeah. But like when we had our kitchen designed bearing in mind that was about 4 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago. And I was doing a walkthrough with that. I was just,
so getting that for your Lego models would be quite cool. But I spent a little bit of time on it and then moved on to other things.
You can import it in. You can import it into Blender, can't you? And then do stuff with that. But
what does Blender do? Does that just allow you to add some textures or something like that to it?
It's a complete 3D modeling tool, so you can just
you could model it, build them up and stuff like that.
Because... Yeah, and you didn't make anything basically 3D, and people do use animations, but it's. But personally, I don't find it very user friendly at all. So
yeah,
I'm right.
It's what you get used to using, isn't it? Brickham's Den, Rick. Amberlight Bills goes, yes. You really have to be careful when selecting parts. Studio shows rare or more expensive parts in a yellow text beneath the part versus white for readily available parts. That's good that you've got that distinction there, which is very, very cool. Ollie says, is there an option to filter out expensive parts from the inventory? ? I find Studio easier to use, says KO. I'm just throwing this out there, folks. Anyone who's just tuned in, do us a favor, do check out the survey. Everybody who's been in tonight, including, of course, Andrew, Donnie, and Fleur, which sounds like a group from the 70s.
I was going to say, it sounds like a band.
Yeah. It does, doesn't it? It's the new age ABBA.
It's like the new Rod, Jane, and Freddie, if anyone remembers that.
Oh, Bungle! What can we say? What I will say to you folks is that literally hot off the press, I have pictures of from BrickCon Atlanta coming up in a few moments. I gotta say, there's a couple of corkers in there as well. Like we're talking big time. Huge. So anyway, we'll have a look at those in just a tick.
Pink Wheels, James. Okay.
Pink Wheels is definitely there, mate. Don't worry about that. This is how I'm getting it through. Thank goodness for digital Google Drive. That's all I can say. Brickaskew, that's a great question. I've never looked into that, but curious myself. Dave saying have a limited budget as parts really helps drive innovation, in my opinion. It does. I do think when you have constraints, the innovation it comes into it more. If you just throw everything at it, I don't know. It's a bit like albums that don't use symbols and stuff like that, musical things. They're definitely a thing there. Snalena then says, another Aussie. There's loads of Aussies out there. A good friend of mine is a brilliant digital designer. Check him out. Lego Auto Horse. Well, that rings a bell, that does, that name.
Yeah, so he does vehicles all in Studio, and he's helped me with Studio a couple of times, and he's just like a wizard. Like just click, 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 and it's insane. So but he's got some really good. I'm going
to download it and start using it this weekend.
Do it.
Yeah, I definitely need to. Maybe I should get him on as well. I've come across an interesting artist actually in the last couple of weeks. I'm going to see if get him on as well. Maybe do like some sort of alternative London calling one week. Brickaskew then says Brickham Dens, even if they're being highlighted with different color text, is a good touch. Yeah, anything, some sort of indicator sounds like it would be really helpful for you guys. Got to head out now, so enjoy your weekend, fellas and ladies. Take care, KO, and won't be too long. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Titanium saying bye, KO. Bye, KO says Ollie. Blender. Which the last time I used Blender, I think I was blending potatoes in the kitchen. Blender is another steep learning curve, but ideal for rendering post design.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think Tommy Seabrooks used to. I don't know if he still does. He used it, didn't he? Some of his earlier videos. Yeah.
Okay. Minark says he's got a really early start tomorrow, so we'll have to go early. Great stream as always. See you lot tomorrow for Greg's friend stream tomorrow at 5 p.m. GMT, where you'll see me building this friend set, folks. There we go. I'm going to be building that, and I've got a couple of friends joining us as well. About four of us on tomorrow, and for once, Gaz won't be on.
No, I can't believe you're building behind my back, Greg. Honestly.
What can I say? Now you know where I feel with Ollie being around. There we go. But there we go. But yeah, no, seriously though, Gaz just doesn't do friends. And I found myself asking. I even emailed or messaged Nicole earlier on saying, "Oh yeah, it's really sorry. I think I forgot to ask you." Then I was like, "Oh no, sorry. I just remembered you are out." And I even messaged Madlib again saying, because I don't know why in my head I think Madlib collects friends. Brickaskew says, "Hey Greg, not a shameless plug, I promise, haha. But if you'd like to show them some things I've designed using Studio, you could show them my mini mocks over Instagram. All were created with Studio first." I tell you what, I wouldn't mind following that up, Rick. I was going to call him Brickham. Send me some pictures, and I'll show them off next week because that would be kind of cooler to see it all in higher res. Unless you can send me one or two now via email at londonbridgebricks@gmail.com, but you got to be quick. Even if it's one. Brickaskew says, night, Mark. Yeah, take care, Mark. He's working tomorrow, folks. He'll be joining us a little bit after 5 o'clock tomorrow, probably around 5:30ish. Evening all, says Brickapix. Brickapix, good to see you. I've seen you for a little while. Kerry, hope all is well. You can see her at Bricktastic as well. It's going to be fun. Yep. Bricktastic is coming. It's coming and it ain't going to stop. Which I'm super excited for. It really is. I've got some exciting.
Now I'm actually scared for it now.
Yeah, I'm going to be actually quite busy there, and it's not. I'm not even talking from a YouTube point of view. They've asked me to do something, folks. It will become clear as the next couple of weeks come on.
You got the you're taking the hand, the spanner brush, aren't you? That's right.
I am. I'm taking all sorts of things up there. I really am. Let's just out of curiosity, Rick Brickham is worth a follow. Definitely. Honestly, so many people. I've had 5 people at least get in touch with me this week saying, "Oh, I'm really glad or really excited to hear the PMQ from Rick." Also, as well, folks. The feedback from doing PMQs has been really positive as well. So thank you so much for all that. Hey Kerry, lots of love out there for Kerry. Guys, Kerry. Yeah, we love you loads. It's good to see good to see you out there. Craig's is saying you cleaned the toilets. No, I got a better job than that to do there. But anyway, it's going to be exciting.
You'll get to meet another one of my friends at Bricktastic, who's coming over all the way from Australia.
From Australia, is would that be the organizer of Brickvention by any chance?
He is the organizer of Brickvention. Yes,
I definitely will.
Mr. Peebles himself. Yes,
I know. I definitely will make a beeline for him then. Snadina. And send him my YouTube channel link as well. So it'll be good to get him on because I'm going to get the guy. We are a matter of weeks away from getting the guy that does Brick World Chicago on as well, folks. So Mark's going to be coming on the channel fairly shortly as well. So stay tuned for all that exciting stuff. Kerry saying, "Oh God, remember the toilet fiasco last year, Craig?" No, what was the toilet fiasco last year? I've got very good toilet humor, so feel free to talk about it. Anyway, should I take a bucket, Kerry?
Never know.
Take plenty of toilet paper or something like that. Is Brickman going? No. Well, Brickman goes to he goes to the Australian one, Ryan.
Yeah,
and Quite possibly Gaz, little old lady. Right, should we have a look at some pictures while we're here? Do check out the survey, folks. Where are we at the moment? 101 votes. Very good. Thank you so much. Did you buy a set from Bricklink Designer Program Series 1 this week? Yes, 35. No, 61. Not really too surprised there. Considering it 4%. Well, that 4% was voted. Your choice is narrowing down quite quickly. So be quick. Apparently, Kerry caused it. Really? Oh my God!
Oh God!
It must have been the
There's
food.
a story. There's a story there, obviously. So
Yeah. Oh shit! Oh, look at that! Straight back out. I never heard a message back so quick. I did not. It was one kid who overwiped.
I think that's an overshare. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Overwiped. Blimey. Anyway, wait. They must be very buffed. That's all I can say. Anyway, great for polishing silver, by the sounds of it. But anyway, moving on swiftly. Let's have a look at some pictures.
Just before you jump into pictures, I think Amber Lion needs to head off. So
Amber Lion.
Yeah, sorry. I had put in the private chat, but my kiddo came home sick today, so I do need to go take care of a few things for her.
No worries.
Yeah.
Lovely to have you on.
It's been so much fun.
It's been great having you here. Just before you go, one last question. When will you be live building the Star Wars diorama set that you got there, the final job?
Well, I will. I got a piece of gear for streaming, so I'm definitely going to want to try that out. So more than likely, I'll be doing a test build, like a test stream.
Yeah.
And then like an official stream, possibly starting this weekend. So
okay, good stuff. All right, nice. Oh, we look forward to seeing that. Is that going to be on Twitch or YouTube?
It's going to be on Twitch.
Okay, good stuff. Look forward to hearing about that. I will wait in earnest for the notification, of course. All right, take care, Amber Light. Good to see you. I wish your kid well as well.
Yes,
thank you for being
Bye,
here.
everybody.
Right, take care. Look after yourself.
Bye.
And then, folks, there was 4. Look at us, we're all big. We're all getting bigger and bigger. I can't believe Slonade's still. Slonade's been here since the beginning.
I know, right? I've had 2 coffees already.
I know. Good stuff. Good stuff. You're doing
Need
very
one
well,
more.
very well. Right. Okay. So let's start. We're on the last curve now of the stream. We're going to take a look at some pictures. I've picked one in particular. I've got quite a choice of pictures that I could have chosen to start off with from Atlanta. I've chosen this one to start off with first. There'll be more pictures for next week, folks, because put it this way, the drive is filling up all the time. This one I've chosen because I wanted this is for Carrie more than anything, actually. So let's bring it up, shall we, and connect up to it. I chose this one first because I think this one potentially could be Carrie's favorite, and it looks like this. How about
mushrooms? Yeah, like that.
Oh, yes, cool. That is nice.
Oh, the mushroom one.
Oh, look, these apparently are very expensive. I hear.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. If anyone sees them at the what's the names? The what is the number? What is a goat? At the pub wall, do get them because they're meant to be super expensive. I've got 2 goats there. All of a sudden, I didn't even see that one. He's got a nut on his head. What's all that about? Oh, it's an acorn. Sorry, it's an acorn. Like that. Anyway, I'll show you that.
It's a little fisher one down the bottom as well, with the mushroom head on.
Oh yes, see that. What do you think of this, Carrie? This is pretty cute, isn't it?
I mean, those mushroom heads are just asking to be put on every single minifigure, and just love them.
It is pretty cool, actually. Oh, they've got proper cheese slate there. They've got chickens as well. They've got chickens. I quite like the idea of chicken. Do you know what? Was farm ever a theme or something like that in Lego? Like, because
they've had farm is a sub theme of city every so often. It's been a well, no, they did
do
recently. They did
they're all like 4+ sets, I think they.
Okay. Yeah, but that's where we got like the cows, lambs, and the piglets and stuff recently.
Piglets. Yeah. Get a lot of well, I went to Jimmy's farm a few months ago. There are camels there and a polar bear. What was all that about? The first time I went to a farm when I was a kid, I certainly wasn't a polar bear or a camel anyway. Anyway, I wanted to show Carrie that one because what can I say? I like Carrie.
Oh wow!
Check out this. What do you think of this? I've got the other side. Don't worry, folks. I've got the other side.
I want to see the other side.
Yeah. So look at this. I mean,
yeah, it's just
everything in America is
bonkers.
just bigger, isn't it? Look at that. Oh my God. It's got migraine written all over it. That has. But more to the point, how bloody big is that? Anyway, let's take a look, shall we? Let's have a look through next one. There we go. There's the train. Dear God.
That's a very, very large train.
That is, I think that is actually a quarter scale. I don't know if that's for real, but I don't know. Any train experts out there? Oh, hold on. We've got here American Loco Company, 65572. God, I don't even know that word. September 1911. Wow. That's just huge, isn't it?
Yeah. It's really big.
Is that even Lego? That is Lego.
Yeah.
What? I mean, I'm not quite sure.
Cool. And the tracks are like brick built tracks. Like that's insane.
It is.
Like they're 2x4s.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's just the size of that.
Look at it. I mean, you could literally sit in there.
Like, how do you transport that?
Well, you drive it, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, on like a truck.
You would need
yeah, you would do.
I mean, I mean, how? How do you do these things? I don't know, but that's incredible.
Is it going to be like the you know that light cruiser they had at the Australian one, and it's just they assemble it there?
Elena, that was
insane.
Phenomenal. That was. Let's have a look at another one. Here we go. Just to put it into perspective,
wow.
he's got to be at least 5 foot, I don't know, 6 or something like that. I mean, you can literally lay down in the back one there. Look at it.
Do you reckon you could motorize that one?
Dude, you have to use a proper.
You need an actual car engine for that one.
Depends how many carriages you are. Lego motors can only cope with one carriage.
Oh, okay.
Wow, this is incredible. Yeah, Big Boy. Is that what he is? Actually, his Big Boy, Craig. I know Big Boy was quite grey. Oh, are you just saying he's a big boy? But look, you see some of the transportation there. Look at these. Look, they're professionals, aren't they?
Yeah, in the crates. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. I bet they nail them on as well. They're no missing.
Yeah, a lot of the Aussies will use those because we have to drive to a lot of our shows because they're quite far apart. But they build custom crates for it so it will break into sections and then they have a custom crate for each one.
Wow. It's so impressive. I mean, I've got to drive 5 hours to Manchester, but for a lot of Americans and Aussies, that probably isn't that far. I'm getting a sore bum just thinking about it, folks. Just saying. Moving on. There we go. It's the front side of it. I mean, look at this.
Cool, isn't it?
Look at the
stained glass window as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
I like colour.
You like that? She likes colour.
Really good shaping they've got in there, isn't it?
There we go. Look at that. That does look cool. Let's have a look at this over here then. There we go.
Oh,
Are they goats? They look like goats in there as well. What's going on? What's this geezer doing over here? What's he doing? Oh, he's like, I don't think that goes like that, mate. You know what I mean? He goes, I'm sure I'm missing a part here. That looks incredible, though, doesn't it?
Oh, we left the head at home. Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's going to nick the head or something. I mean, look at the size of it as well. I'll tell you what, I like the lighting in there. It's quite a professional. That even looks like a roof that comes off. You know, the ones that sort of slide out. That is it. Anyway, I don't know. We'll start hopefully seeing some vlogs and that soon. This is something that Carrie sent me last week. Look at this. It's lovely,
because
isn't it?
my calendar is no longer on view, so you can't see when the month changes. So I figured I'd send it to you.
This is on the same door as well. You haven't even brought that up, have you?
A different door. It's just the door here.
Oh, okay.
You can't see it because it's to the side.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just a standard door, Greg. We don't have fancy doors there.
And it's a completely different door to the one downstairs, to be fair, because this is on one side of the house and that's on the other side of the house. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. I'll take your word for it.
Houses.
All right. Right. Obviously, like Rosewood. Anyway, let's move on. This is nice. Which one's Ian and which one's Carrie in this picture? This is a question for you, Carrie. This one looks a bit uptight, so I think that's going to be Ian, that one.
I don't think I've ever bought Ian flowers, so
that's why he's looking all uptight. But okay, fair enough.
He's like, "What do you want?"
Yeah, what are you after? Yeah, exactly.
How much Lego have you bought
bells.
now?
Alarm bells. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. This has been sent in from Echo, who's done New York. He did London last week. Of course, we had John Crampon. Very cool. Still not too happy there, actually. It's lovely, though. My mum bought me a couple of those from New York. There we go. This is the beautiful Fleur again with the singer. Here we go. This is a good one. Right? Can anyone tell me what this is? Can anyone tell me what this is? So I'll give you a clue. I was out for a curry on Wednesday, I think it was. Yeah, what day was you streaming, guys? Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
So it was that Wednesday. Can anyone tell me what this is? Firstly, it's not alcoholic.
Is it water?
No, it's not water.
Is it a Coke or something?
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is a Coke. But what sort of Coke is it, though? What sort of Coca-Cola is it, guys?
Is it a Coke? I'm going to say Coke Zero with lime flavor or something.
You pick a picture. Some form of posh cocktail. It's certainly not that. Is that your chamber pot? No, it's not. I'll put you out of your misery, folks. This is a Indian Coca-Cola. Basically, it's Indian Coca-Cola. Which does anyone know the name of Indian Coca-Cola? It's actually called. It's actually called Thumbs Up. And if you're enjoying the stream, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. And that's the only reason I put that picture in there. It is. Carrie, let's see, give us a thumbs up, Carrie. Give us the thumbs up. I'm gonna have to get a video.
Get arthritis from doing this.
Well, it's good exercise. It's good exercise.
I'll get you to do a video of it, and then I can use it as the thing to tell people to give us arthritis. Ian's face is both faces. Ian's thinking, what could I use those thumb actions for? But yeah,
great at gaming.
But there we go. It would be, yeah. But there we go, folks. It's actually called Thumbs Up. So anyway, give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the stream, especially if you're watching this back as well. Anyway, here we go. So this is me being served by Dan in the London Lego store. There he is. There we go. Give you a little hint. I bought that. I got those. Oh my God, they actually went out and got me another box because there wasn't any goats left. So I got another goats. I bought this pad as well. Which I wish I hadn't actually the paper and all that. But anyway, we had a good laugh that day, which was only a week ago. It seems like ages ago. So here we go, back to Atlanta, folks. And this is, of course, the Shima. Meredith sent this through me. Thank you so much, Meredith, as well. And by the way, Meredith, you've got something special in the post to you. I posted off yesterday. This is, I think this is the part that she did, actually, this piece here, if I remember rightly. What's going on? Yeah, it is. I'm sure I recognise this section here.
Yeah, I recognise. Yeah, the bars and the sort of bright colour bit.
Oh, look at that! Love that. Love these sort of vehicles. Anything like that. Love it. Anything sciencey.
Oh, wow. Look at those trees. What are they?
Oh, that's the Rivendell fern piece.
Yeah, the fern piece, and then
magenta with the opalescence. I got some off Pick a Brick. Don't know where they are, but I got some off Pick a Brick online a little while ago. Yeah,
awesome.
This is really mind blowing. This is look at the greebling on this. That's good.
Oh, it's really good. Just missing the TARDIS.
Look at that.
Is it our eyes here, or if you zoom out and look at the yellow stripy building, is that look like it's got like a bow to it? Like it's far too heavy.
Yeah, like it's bowing backwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it could be designed like that, maybe.
It could be.
Crazy angles in these.
What the heck is that? Is that made out of video cases?
Maybe
it is actually.
Yeah. I bet that is. I bet that's video cases.
That's really cool. I love it when people use those things.
Dude, I love those just for them. Me and Si O'Connor, man, we were big fans of video. Love the birch tree as well. That's not Ian. A tree alert.
That's
pretty. Ian,
good trees.
Yeah.
They look very similar to so the person who ended up, I think they're called Brickmaster of Brickworld Chicago. So I guess the People's Choice of Best in Show at Brickworld Chicago. So Casey McCoy, he's done a beautiful scene that has trees in it that look like that, and it's just really pretty.
He's looking at that minifigure there. Is thinking, What can I use that saxophone piece for? That's what AFOLs do, folks. It really is. Anyway, let's go with the next one. See what else we've got. So this, I believe, is Barbie. I think this is Barbie in Hashima style. Look at that.
There you go. Ken looks like he's had a rough week.
Yeah. He does it. Oh yeah, I see. Very cool picture like that. Got a little bit more going on there. I mean, he's got a haircut and half. Imagine a haircut like that. Gaz could probably get away with it. I certainly could. I've got the air for it. Liking that though, a little bit skateboarding.
Hey, yeah,
that's quite good. I think that came in the ice cream set, that particular skateboard, 2 years ago. There we go. Another one. Another angle. Oh, look at that. Sorry, I've got to zoom in on this.
Oh, that's cool.
Love that.
The roof on that.
Oh, it's big, isn't it? This is big.
Huge.
Let's have a look down here.
There are going to be more modules as well, because when you zoomed out, there was like some bits of the tiling of the water, and there's like slots. It looks like there's going to be something to go in there.
You know, there's definitely something going in those, isn't there? Hold on a minute. Food alert. Let's see what they're eating. Cheese it. Oh, that sounds proper American. That is cheese it. A little bit of biscuit.
Looks like cheese and onion Pringles behind it.
It does, which is quite nice actually. It's quite nice. I had the Christmas one over Christmas. That was lovely. That was. What's going on here? He's in fear of his life because of this. Whatever that is, it looks like a red version of Shockwave from Transformers.
Oh yeah, it does actually. Yeah,
it does, doesn't it? I used to love Shockwave, Soundwave. Oh my god! Please, Lego, please make those. I'll tell you another thing that I wish Lego would make as well, and that's the Mallard. We're going to take a little look at that in a minute as well.
Oh yeah.
There's an orange version of it. I do like the design of that. Very Overwatch. There's a bit of Overwatch going on there. Liking that. Very, very cool indeed.
I really like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's like this. I wonder if that's Meredith's other half. Oh, look, she showed us that a couple of weeks ago as part of the build. Oh, look, this is putting up the trees. Love it.
That's cool.
Oh, that's a cool touch, yeah.
That is cool. Oh, what they got in there? Let's have a look in here. Look, all things.
Oh my gosh, what was that minifigure then with all just to the left of that guy with the plunger?
Oh, hold on. What guy with the plunger?
Yeah, what's that? Look at that.
Oh, hello. That's oh my god, that's a combination of Star Wars and Batman. That is. That's Ray Gunray or something like that. Yeah, and
really cool.
And I think that Batman had Craig will know if he's out there. There's a special Batman that came with Apocalypseburg or something like that. It was called. Damn, that's one of those sets I wish I'd bought back in the day. Damn, that looks good. That looks really good. Love the use of those. That's definitely those video things.
Yeah, and you guys are going to get to see a version of this as well, aren't you? At Chicago.
We are. Yeah, you should come, guys. Guys, you should come. Look, what's he looking at now? There we go. What's he looking at there? Look at these. I love these robots. Oh, Mech. Oh, hello. What's got going on there? Look at that. It's got a raspberry on his head. That minifigure.
Or Ronald McDonald hair almost.
It is. You're right, actually, especially with the white complexion. Anyway, what's this guy doing? What's he doing? He's soldering up something.
Oh, wow. Gosh, he is, isn't he?
He's doing it on live. Oh, look, he's got all the tools there. They're the sort of tools I always think Ollie Bricascu would have. There we go. Oh, Lego Batman movie 2. Nice one. Thanks, Craig. I totally knew he would know. That is a Batman I've always wanted to buy. I think it's quite expensive to get, but that has reminded me to maybe try and get it. Look at the cabling going on. This would look amazing at night. Oh, what's going on in here as well? We've got some sort of, what is it? What's going on? It's some sort of something's going down in there. Oh, look at the barbed wire. That can't be official Lego, that barbed wire, surely. If it is, never seen it. But there's some sort of robot in there that's kind of on its side.
Yeah.
Sitting down. Oh, it's just the storytelling. It's just oozing storytelling, which I got to find out about.
I think it's probably like a day just to get through all of the bits, see every bit on this, isn't it? I think. Yeah. No, it's pretty amazing. Meredith, thank you so much. She'll be watching this back. Thank you so much for sharing. Those trees are amazing.
There'll be more pictures to come next week, folks. There really will be. Let's have a look. So this is John. This is him in the Milton Keynes store, which is normally frequented by the two gay AFOLs. Yes, the Apocalypse Batman. Honestly, I just got back into Lego around that time. And he was there today. And anyway, so he's they're giving out sweets, and he was signing his set, which of course officially came out last week. How cool! Really cool. I've never been to Milton Keynes's Lego store, but I hear very, very cool things about it. Which is really cool. Lovely guy, and he was on last week. So if anyone's watching this back for the first time, just tuned in, never heard of London Calling, never heard of London Bridge Bricks, check out last week's stream, folks, because it's got John Cam on it as well, which is very, very cool. He was a really nice guy. He's got a bit of it was the old Spurs striker. What was his name? The Spurs striker. He's gone to Bayern Munich. You know, he looks a bit like him. It's a good-looking guy. I can't remember his name now. But anyway, Arsenal.
I don't think we're going to help.
That's it. No,
don't know. Darren Anderson. I don't know.
No, Darren Anderson. He hasn't played since about 1989. Anyway, moving on swiftly. There we go. This has been sent from K Bricks as well. Oh, look, we've got the coffee chain. Love that. Very, very cool. Bit of his city. Got the Porsche down there. Very nice. When Speed Champions was 6 studs wide. You got the gift we purchased there. The hot rod. Anything else going on there? There's some sort of bus going on there as well. Looks like the top of
the retro.
That's one of those tourist buses.
Yeah,
we have them around Sydney too. Yeah, where it's like for the tourists, and they've got no roof, so you can see what's going on.
Okay, looks a bit like the bus that's on that Lego Ideas thing. You've got the retro food bar there as well. Very, very cool. Nice looking city. Loving that. This has been sent in from Madlib as well. Now, a friend of mine has asked me to get them this minifigure because they've done exactly this thing. They've bought the Tranquil Gardens, and I said to my friend, I said, you have to get this minifigure as well. Doesn't use Bricklink. Doesn't actually buy a lot of things online, to be honest. He's a bit old school, but he's a nice guy. He's a West Ham fan as well, and so that's beautiful. Madlib sent that through to me. That solely is the reason I bought that minifigure. I just got to buy the set that goes with it now as well.
When we were talking about the studio and expensive pieces, that fan, I think when I was looking at it, it's about £1 per fan.
Really?
Yeah.
But I think
very
it only
expensive part to get.
Yeah, it only comes with her, I think. Oh no, there's another one. There's a flamenco dancer, I think, that comes with the top.
That's it. You got it. Harry Kane. Thank you, Axel. Gary Lineker. Paul Gascoigne. There is a bit of Harry Kane. Can you see it? There's a bit of Harry Kane about him. He's good football, good striker. Bayern Munich's top scorer this season by a mile. Anyway, this looks magnificent, and this is definitely a set I need to buy. So thank you for sharing that with us, Madlib. We've got delicious foods out there as well. There we go. Great printed hair. Good to see delicious foods. This is my dream train. That's all I'm going to say. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take it in. Don't cry. If there's a train I could build right now, it would be this. It is simply beautiful. Nathan Rufus has updated his Lego Ideas. I didn't quite make it to 5,000. It was a couple of shy by a couple of hundred, but he has updated it, and I think he's going to. I think he's putting it back into Ideas, and he's updated the carriages as well. I'm doing my absolute best to get the instructions off him for this, I tell you. But it's just the best train, the best steam train ever, as far as I'm concerned. He's got his chin, says Dave. Look at this.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, that's pretty,
isn't it? Oh, like the nice part usage there of the phone.
Oh, what's that piece?
And all that.
It's a roller skate. Oh, okay.
Where's the roller skates?
Just next to the phone, under the window. That's
it. Yeah. That piece there. I've seen that. Very good spot. Nice one. There we go. Oh, Coronation. Look at these. Loving that. Stop it. That's a great name for a carriage, isn't it? Coronation. Love that. That King's not too well at the moment as well. That's a bit bad news this week. That was. There we go. Oh, look, there we go. He's using one of those. What do you call them? Bars, rods,
flex tube things.
Yeah,
flex tube. That's it. A tube.
What's it got? And he got it to render. Oh, good lad.
Look at it. The nose looks phenomenal. I said at the time it looked brilliant, but this is even better. That blue is love it.
Yeah, it's a nice color, isn't it?
It is simply sublime. It really is. There we go. Coronation. LNER. Looks wonderful. Dynamometer car. Is that way you say that? Dynamometer. Dynamometer. Yeah, dynamometer. That's the one. A dynamometer car. Awesome. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what that even means. That word. Do you know what that word means, Carrie?
It's a cross between a Dynarod van and a thermometer. I don't know. I've no idea.
Yeah, I'll get Dino Rod round.
Sounded a bit like you did know what you were talking about.
Yeah, she did for a second. She couldn't quite hold herself though.
So apparently, a dynamometer, or dyno for short, is a device for simultaneously measuring the torque and rotational speed of an engine, motor, or other rotating prime mover, so that its instantaneous power may be calculated.
My God, that has got to be the geekiest
like
thing
a dyno.
ever said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's probably they would have used it then, I guess, when it broke the record, just to measure the speed, I guess. So that's probably
and there's me thinking it was just some geezers that come round and put great big rods down your drains. Especially when Kerry's been around, apparently.
Kerry, not Kerry.
I love the way I circled back to that one. Kerry's bloody crazy.
She's added you to her list now.
Exactly. Got to be careful. It's lots of water and lots of rocks. This can only mean one thing. It's brick askew. Let's have a look what's going on here. I mean, again, I don't know how he does it. Or was it crab? I recognise that. It's a good part. There we go.
Based on last night's stream, though, it doesn't look like this anymore because he decided it needed to be twice the size. So
did he? Oh, look,
let's go again.
Ian, there's a turtle. He's got a turtle in there as well. So it's great.
Nice molded one.
Very nice molded one. That's a nice one, isn't it? Could he have taken the photo in a bigger box or something? It's like he's packing it away to get it delivered somewhere.
It's one of those carts.
No, just saying. Carrie, just saying. This has been sent in from Polar Bricks. Polar Bricks is out there tonight, actually.
That's cool.
It is good, isn't it? He's got skills.
Yes,
he has on Polar Bricks.
Love
its
really
bits, actually.
Looking forward to seeing this as well.
All right, who's the character? What are we looking at here, Gaz? What's going on?
So this is from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So it's the plane/car chase. So it's when they go in the tunnel and the wings come off the.
Oh, is this the one with Berlin? They had the Berlin in front of it, didn't they? You go through the tunnel and you come out of Berlin. Okay, very good. I like that. He don't look too happy, doesn't he? Yeah, Sean Connery. There's a guy in an airplane. Much money. Very cool. I like that. We got a close up on it there. I wouldn't mind, but the air pilot looks like he's not happy with the fact that there's someone driving a car in there or something like that. You know, come on, I like the way he's cut it out. He's done some nice photos. He's got some skills on Polar, isn't he? He's trying to make an effort. He's not just stuck it on some old shelf.
It's nice though. It's like the dynamism of the picture as well. The model, I love it. It's all,
he's expanded upon it, hasn't he? He's expanded upon it. I like it. Nice brickwork. Can I just say as well, that rock work is actually quite interesting to look at. It's not just full of grey. I like that. Yeah. Broken up, of course, with the green, which is nice. Oh, there we go. We've got the Berlin sign just there. I think it says Berlin anyway. There we go. Lots of. I like. Can I just say as well, nice use of part usage for the smoke. That's quite nice.
Yeah,
like
really,
that's really nice. Yeah. The wings off. Yeah, she knows her stuff. Going through there, plummy too. Pictures of that. Who are we looking at here? This is obviously. How tall are you, Stelena? You must be about 6'10".
6'1". I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
So,
is that your sister?
No. I don't have a sister. That is Lego Team B, who were in the chat earlier.
Oh,
so that's Chris and Justine. Yeah.
So Justine is Team B. Team B.
Yeah.
All right, Justine's Team B.
Justine and Chris. Yeah, they go to all the events. And
I tell you
that
what,
is Richard. Yeah, that's Richard Jones, Rambling Brick, and he does the podcast with Jay.
I thought that was Steven Spielberg for a minute.
No. Richard is lovely. He does the podcast with Jay called Extra Pieces. Yeah. And they actually recorded an episode at Brickvention. Yeah. And Richard had an amazing Fabuland display at Brickvention.
Fabuland, it gets in everywhere, doesn't it? Everyone goes to a brick show. Someone somewhere will have a Fabuland. They really will.
Yeah.
Got any of those shirts still on the go, by the way? Any of those shirts on the go? Just saying. If your mate's coming over from Brickvention, large will fit. That'll do me. Thank you very much.
I'll let him know.
Okay, good stuff. Rambling Brick. I do listen to them. I love Jay for a start. Anyway, I just love Jay to bits. I love Jay before anybody even heard of him. I love him to bits. He's going to be on soon as well, folks. He'll be on soon. Brickvention 2024. What a phenomenal place to go to for a Lego convention. This is Ninjago sets. It's got to be Jay. Talking to another Jay, this is TJ. Loving this. So yeah, we got it. Oh, I've built that one. Did a very nicely received review on that too. Actually, people like that one. I like this one. And like I say, we've got Lloyd's. Lloyd's got a new one coming out as well, 1st of March. I could probably buy that and let everyone else get the Star Wars stuff. I think that's what I'll do. I bought that one in the week actually when I was
nice colours, isn't it?
Seeing Dan for our jolly day out, which was nice with Emmasaurus and Ross. There's some more. This is the threesome. So you got Cole there. This one here in the middle, which is nice. I like that one, the old coral. And then you got Kai as well, looking very smart. And then the beauty of these, this is why I love them so much. Hold on a minute. I did realise he sent me a pic. He's done me. Can anyone?
I saw.
Oh, it's not fair. I didn't realise he'd done that. I'm sure he didn't.
Hey.
All right, you're not allowed to say anything, Carrie. You're not allowed to say anything. Can anyone spot me? Can anyone spot my sig fig in this picture at all? Can anyone see my sig fig? Can anyone see it?
I'm guessing you're piloting one of the mechs.
Can you see it? Can you see me at all? Look closely. You might see me. No, might see me somewhere. I might be in this shot somewhere. Can anyone out there see me? I didn't read that bit. I didn't read that bit. Anyway, Carrie shot it straight away because she spotted the circle straight away. If you want to see where I am, I'm there.
Oh yeah.
And just for confirmation, I'm so sorry, TJ. You got it. Send them in separate emails, TJ. Send them in separate emails.
You're like, where's Wally?
Yeah, it is. He's literally. I'm the literal version of that. I really am. I love it. So there we go. Oh, there we started to move them around and shake them all about. There we go. She's got big old thighs, isn't she? She hasn't missed leg week, has she?
Hasn't skipped leg day, no.
No, definitely not. No.
Look at that. Amazing.
Little Stairmaster.
And yeah, poor old Cole. He's going, what the heck's going on here? He's got one arm bigger than the other one. He's a bit like that scene out of Family Guy, Gaz. With who's the bloke that goes jiggly jiggly? That one. Who's that?
Quagmire.
Yeah, Quagmire. If anyone knows, they know. What can I say? Was that even with the big circle, he wouldn't have found himself. What can I say? And blimey, and Kai looks like he's never done a leg day in his life. I love it. That is hilarious. Oh God, what's going on here, Gaz? This looks like one of your shots. This does. What's going on here?
Yeah.
What's the matter with his feet? What's going on there?
Well, it's it's in the episode. They're like these tanks of skeletons, and then when this water starts to drain out, they're revealed as Cybermen. So that's why the bottom half's different color to the top half's clear.
Half's different. I like that. And who's this again? Is that the Master?
It's Missy.
So, Missy. Was that Missy the Master, or was she actually Missy was a character in upon herself?
She's meant to be the Master as well.
Oh, she's meant to be. I did like her actually. Very good actress.
Yeah. Oh, she's nuts. It's brilliant.
Oh, come on, guys. It's about 6 years old. Don't worry about spoilers now. There we go. All right. Here we go. No, where did you get that one from? That's a custom one.
Yeah. I got him October. So I actually had him on Steam on the second day. So that was before the episode was even on TV. So.
All right. There's gremlins. They get everywhere, don't they? Eh?
Yeah.
There we go.
Don't get them wet. So.
That's it. Who's this? It's like something out of Amadeus. This is what's going on there.
It's the
spooky. That is a bit spooky, isn't it? A bit weird. I watched Saltburn last weekend as well, folks. It did not. That film was nothing like I thought it was going to be. That's all I'm going to say to that. That last scene, blimey. Do you know what I was waiting for? The whole of that film, I was waiting because it's one of my favourite songs from the 90s, Murder on the Dance Floor. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, what I'm going to say is, yeah, I didn't. It put me off my sausage roll. Put it that way. Anyway, back to the Lego. Gaz, what's this character called then?
That's one of the Clockwork robots from the SS Madame de Pompadour in the future. But it goes back to find the real Madame de Pompadour to use her for her brain. As you do.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, there we go. Lego Team B. We don't know who she is. No, she's because we saw a picture of her earlier on. Gorgeous. I thought she was. I thought it was sister. I was just thinking. I'm sure it's not. Lena's never mentioned anything about having a sister. Greg, the beefy creeper in the background, Ziploc bag. Look at that, jiggity. I love it. I've got to go. Time for dinner. Bye all. Take care, Titanium, and yes, give me plenty of notice next time. Honestly, see you later, TJ, says everyone, and yeah, Craig, yeah, that was like, I was like, what am I watching with that scene? I was like, anyway, did it make you want to take a bath? Yeah, I do love a bath, I've got to say, but yeah, what can I say? I sanitize them baths before I'd use them, put it that way. But anyway, that is, as always, because last time I looked, who began with a W. I just want to say thanks to everybody for sending in your pictures. The earlier you send them in, folks, the more likely they'll get chosen as well. I just want to say a special thanks as well to the beautiful Pink Wheels, Meredith, for sending all these in to us as well. And that is quite cute. I think that this is probably the cutest one. And Ian, one day you should consider building a cabino in your garden as well, and building it in the shape of one of these mushrooms. I think it would look absolutely shockingly amazing. And I tell you what, folks, some of those pictures you sent in were too.
Yes, let's make a chicken house. It looks like a mushroom. Okay,
I think it's a great idea. Honestly, I think it really is.
So you'd have like chicken and mushroom soup walking around in the garden.
Oh yeah, I had chicken soup today as well. It was lovely. It was. But anyway, it is. Don't mess with the chickens, folks. And Brickham's Den saying great pics. Yeah, we'll show some more pictures next week. Certainly. From your backlog as well, of digital stuff that you've built, Rick. And thanks again for the PMQ. Right, okay. We've reached that part of the stream, folks, where we go around the panel asking peeps what they're going to be up to this weekend and in the coming weeks and stuff like that. So Elaine's probably looking at doing some sort of convention. She's going to have a convention next week because why not? Why don't you? So with that in mind, Helena, what are you going to be up to in the next week or two?
So no conventions, but I am very lucky to have been invited to the Melbourne Toy Fair on Monday. So I'll be heading back down to Melbourne for the Toy Fair. So I'll be going there on behalf of Sid Lug. So I'll get to see all the new stuff, which is very exciting.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
So not just Lego, but everything. Yeah.
Yeah, everything. We just had the London one.
Yeah.
At Olympia, I think it's at. That was like literally last week. I haven't been to one of those before.
So same sort of thing, but in Melbourne. So I'm heading down to Melbourne on Monday, back on Tuesday, and then I'll be working on my next mosaic for Brick Built Sydney, which is in May.
May the 18th.
18th, 19th May.
Gary, I said, Gary, it's going to be Gaz's birthday around that time as well. 21.
If you come to Brick Built, we'll get you a cake. It was Billsy's birthday last year, so we got him. It was the following weekend last year, so we got him a cake, and he wasn't even there.
Oh. Should I posted it to him or something? Yeah. Oh, he's
he was in town, but he just wasn't there when we had the cake. That's all.
Oh, yeah. He missed out. Oh,
yeah.
That's unlucky. All right, good stuff. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoy your toy fair as well. Feel free to send me any pictures or anything like that. And that goes for.
We're not allowed to take any pictures though.
Are you not?
No, I've actually had to sign an NDA. Yeah, you're not allowed to take any pictures.
You had to sign one because I know someone who went to the London one and they had to sign one.
Wow, really? Oh my God. Imagine that.
Mm.
All right, good stuff. Interesting. Minivig who? What are you going to be up to this weekend? You up to much this weekend? You going to be doing
I'm not
anything?
streaming, so you know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's not streaming. He's not coming to Chicago.
But I have to turn this and a couple of other things.
Let's have a look at
builds
that.
this
Look.
weekend.
The way he holds it, it's like a waiter. Oh, hello. Gaz, what are you going to turn that into?
This is
Yeah.
this is
Bon
this is one-
appetit.
Yeah. How'd you like it? Boiled or fried? No.
okay.
So that's just one of them, and I've got another box down there full of bricks, which I'm not going to open because they'll just go everywhere. I can't sort them out again. It took far too long.
All right, now, Gaz, between you and me, right? I think Carrie's been on the old cocktails whilst we've been streaming because she looks like she's drinking one at the moment.
The old what was that? What was that one? Tequila Sunrise or something she's got there.
That's it. Yeah, I was going to say I almost said another one then, but I thought no, I better not keep it clean. Anyway, Carrie, show us what you've been building. Try not to drop this one.
Well, this is the same one I dropped before. Yeah, it's cool. I like it, but the best part of the set and what it's all about is the little mobility scooter.
Hey?
Like, that is the coolest thing ever. I'm making loads of these.
Watch it. Ian might get you one for Valentine's Day.
Oh, he told me I'm not allowed a mobility scooter.
I think it'd be great for going around a brick convention with one of those, wouldn't it?
He's going to skip that and get a Zimmer frame or something.
Parking disabled spot and everything. You could. You're right, result.
It's very boxy. So, I mean, the city sets tend to be. But yeah, it's all about this.
Is that the one when you can just configure it in any?
Yeah, I think
in
you
any
can
way
sort
as
of
well.
move it
Really.
all around. It's got holes in it all over the place. So.
Oh, hello. Like a bit of old cheese. All right, fair enough. And Ian's built something as well.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, Ian's actually built something pretty decent for once.
That's cool.
What's that? Oh, I thought it said he carried
That's
my
so cool.
eyes. Yeah.
Oh, that's smoother than the loop coaster.
Look
at that rocket
I
as
asked him
well.
if he could motorise it, and he said it's not easy to motorise.
Oh,
because
he didn't say no. He just said he can't be bothered at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
Having too much
enough.
fun.
Oh, can you show us the rocket, Ian? The rocket looks quite good on that.
Don't mind
Take it
me.
off.
Sure. So, yeah, you,
Oh,
got
it's
rocket.
like a
You
mini
also got
Saturn V.
little.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, that's wicked.
I did not know that had that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's cool.
I love the little Mars rover thing as well. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Tell you what, guys, just throwing it out there, that would look good with a TARDIS on it.
Well,
Somewhere in there.
everything does, to be fair. Let's be honest. Come on.
And you've got the little alien as well, just here.
Where?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hang on.
because it's some strange big now.
What's that in the middle?
Can you?
Oh.
What? It looks like. Hold on.
Yeah.
Carrie, help him out. Help him out, Carrie. Is
But
that an
there's a-
alien?
Busting out of the
here.
rocks. Yeah.
No, down here. Down here. This one.
Is it? It just looks like a bit,
Okay,
of,
Eye and like tentacles.
like a good bit of green stuff growing up a wall or something. And that's an
It's
alien.
like
is
having
it?
pruned the garden. They need to go out with the
It's
an
yeah,
alien.
prune the garden.
What's the alien's name? Bush or something? I don't know. But anyway, all right. Fair
Right,
enough.
George.
Which one? I still got to say, can I just saying, you two, I know you've both built two nice sets there, but the one behind you is the better one.
Yeah,
Just
this
saying.
is a great set. What's this?
What's this in? What's pop-
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a little ride as well.
Oh, I
Is that
love
a tiny version of that
Yeah.
space ride?
I like the fact that it's so small compared
It's
to
a
the
little
others.
I love the fact that it works at that size as well.
Yeah.
That's-
Why can't Lego put something like that in their advent calendars? They'd be much more popular. I bought the ones I
Yeah,
bought.
that'd be
The ones I bought at Christmas. I didn't even use.
Oh, and it
I
comes
didn't
with
even
Space
know.
Baby. Space Baby.
Oh yeah,
Space
we're
Baby.
gonna get Space Baby soon, aren't we? I think it's.
Oh, yeah, that gift with purchase.
If
thing,
it
isn't
is
it?
a gift with
Oh,
purchase that's coming out.
That looks so good.
It does actually. I tell you what.
It comes with a white space baby, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it does,
so,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, look. What? Just while we're talking about it, look. This is it here, folks. There we go. They're giving the full production tonight. This is on Jay's Brick blog, and it's set 4071. Classic space, micro rocket, launch pad. Snowlena, you love space. Are you going to try and get this gift
Yes.
with purchase?
Absolutely.
I am as well.
I don't need to buy anything, but I want that GWP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. I got to be honest. I do want it. Ian, got any idea when we're going to be able to get this set?
I no idea. I've not seen this there, really.
All I ever do, I try and set Ian up to come out of his catchphrase, which is, I don't really know. That's all I ever do. And he misses it every bleeding time. He really does.
Ian doesn't do anything on cue, or like if you want him to do it, he does his own thing.
Yeah.
I have noticed. Okay, good stuff. I need to work on that a little bit more. But anyway, folks, I'm jolly excited about getting it. I'm so excited. I'm jolly about it, which I don't say very often. I really don't. When was the last time anyone said jolly? Anyway, it's a bit like the Americans saying swell. But anyway, tonight's survey, folks. We had a survey tonight, and we had 102 votes as well, which is very, very cool. Just asking the question, did you buy a set from the Bricklink Designer Program Series 1 this week? 60% of you said nope, which I'm kind of not surprised, though that is quite high. Yes, 35%, and considering it, 3%. What are you waiting for? Get it before you go. And 102 votes. So thank you, everybody, for voting on that. Coming up this week from me, I'm actually working on a video at the moment. It's a long play video as well. And it's my interview with Ryan Taggart. I'm going to get that done just before Bricktastic, to be honest. Ryan's going to be at Bricktastic as well this year, which I'm jolly excited about. So that's going to be good fun. It's got some good stories as well, especially with all those film sets he's been on. And tomorrow, folks, I'm going to be doing a friend stream. I always like to do at least one friend stream a year if I can. I haven't done one for 2 years, so I've got a little bit of making up to do. Brickbot's going to be joining me as well on that one, as well as two gay foals and, of course, Minark. Carrie, what friend sets are you going to be building tomorrow?
I have no idea. We have a whole cupboard full of friend sets, and I will just pick one out.
Okay, jolly
I'll
good stuff.
surprise you.
Very exciting. All right, I'm excited for it. I really am. Just thinking about it. Well, anyway, folks, thank you everybody for joining us tonight, especially the likes of Fleur and Donnie earlier on. That was really cool, wasn't it? Getting to meet those guys and girls. And of course, we had Bricky Brood in here earlier on as well. So, and it's just the four of us. That's quite nice, four, isn't it? I remember back in the old days when I used to have four people, and it was really nice and kind of nice and intimate. It really is. Gaz, as always, thank you for being on. I will miss you tomorrow, Gaz. I will miss you tomorrow. Lovely to
I'll be watching.
I really do. And anyone who's watching this back, don't forget, please do check out the description. You'll find everybody's details down there as well as the beautiful Rick Bricker for giving us a wonderful PMQ this week as well. Snelena, thank you for being here today. Literally the full stream as well, all 3 hours and 37 minutes of it. Thank you so much. You outdid those other Aussies, by the way. Right, old geezers, those are, aren't they?
I'll have to go have a nap now or something.
Yes. Have a little cuddle up with your cat, have a cat nap. It'll be very cool. Ian, lovely to see you as well, and of course the beautiful Carrie too. And I just want to say thank you as well to everybody who's been out there tonight, as well as King Oldendorf, Brickaskew as well. Family Bricks was out there too. Polar Bricks, thank you for those awesome pictures. Minark, Big Nate, Dave Cartledge was out there as well. Clever Pig, I always love that name, I really, really do. Brick Larricky was out there, as well as two gay foals. Folks, if you take away one thing from tonight's stream, just remember this: Lego is a wonderful thing, and each and every one of you are too. Take care, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. UK time. Cheerio. Bye.